Okay, the stream key went through. I guess we are live.
Okay, I didn't get the notification yet.
Yes, the
we are.
notification squad waits.
Okay,
We are.
I got
Oh,
it.
I got it.
Nice.
Nice. Noise.
Wait, is it
Cool.
6?
Yeah,
What?
I wrote 6.
Is it podcast?
It's 7.
It's
It
8, right?
says
Oh, it's 7.
podcast 6.
My bad.
It's 7.
It is 8, but it's 7.
Yeah, it's
That's
0
it.
is index.
Yeah.
0, 1, 2,
Mhm.
3, 4.
Rome.
Right? But I don't have blue to promote. I'm promoting cal cheese waffles.
Yeah, I don't have anything today. Oh, I have Starbucks.
Damn.
Starbucks.
Oh, damn.
Am I getting fancy?
That's not mine. That's Ian's cup. But I have Raspberry Pi. I always have X.
Back to episode 2.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what should I promote.
There's
Right
actually
here. There we go. Let's go a
Oh,
bit
I'm
higher
getting-
this way.
I'm getting attracted shit.
smell like heaven.
So what? That
And I was just saying, like, he was applying the spirit. I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting attracted now.
Oh, I forgot to take out charger.
I do have a new lighting
Hey.
setup. I changed my lights. I hope this looks more professional. I don't know if it does.
It does look much better, yes. And the Snoopy, it's not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
ruining your whole face.
So what I did
So
was
that's
it
nice.
I moved the
looks-
light from here to here, so I think it removes the shadow from
Hey,
here. But
yeah.
but it adds the shadow here now. But Snoopy
Physics.
covers up for some shadow.
Yeah, it's fine. This is good.
It is nice. It is actually nice. Plus, the light moved down. That looks much better.
Which light do you prefer? Blue or red?
Blue's nice. Blue's nice.
Me too. Even likes
Because it
red.
complements your wall.
Even likes red though.
Hima, you like red?
Oh yeah. Red, blue is also good. Blue, red, both are good.
Yeah, I feel like these two colors are good. Alternate between. Or I
Yeah.
can do this thing.
No, the LGBTQ.
Wait. What do you mean by that? Hima?
No, yeah. I mean, it's good. LGBTQ is good.
I agree. LGTV makes the best TVs in the industry.
Oh, this is the Pride Month. Let's keep the
UHD
LGBTQ.
plus.
Let's keep that light because it's the Pride Month. Right?
Oh yeah.
We support.
Hima was asking me if you want to update the impressions logo to incorporate the Pride month colors and stuff.
Yeah, because everyone in LinkedIn updated to Pride Month. But ours will look weird with that background.
It wouldn't look weird,
It's
but
gonna be
our problem
looking
is
like
ours doesn't have a background, right? It's transparent background. It takes the color off the background. So if you put that on top of those colors, the rainbow color, it'll be hard to see the
Yeah, it'll
circles.
look weird. It will look like some cloud in rainbow.
Nothing wrong with that. Just a personal preference.
Yeah.
no harm against the LGBTQ.
Stream just started in my
Focus.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, it's already
Yeah.
out of focus. Please, nobody buy the C920 Logitech. It's the worst camera. It is a good camera to be honest, but it does this weird shit. Just focus on
We started out with shoutouts and now we're
Episode 10 already
that
burning bridges.
ends our
Hear me out. So the thing is, if it was able to focus only on me and blur out the background, then I get the autofocus thing, right? It doesn't focus me or blur out anything. So why do the autofocus thing anyway? Just capture everything you see.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
true. It doesn't it doesn't blur out the
Mm-hmm.
background,
Yep.
so
What's the
it's
point of having the
okay.
I mean,
focus thing?
Mm, yeah, maybe you
look
had
at
to change
Hima's
something.
camera.
Mm-hmm.
No,
It's nice.
that is Discord.
Yeah, and that
That
is
is Discord is
that
using.
camera Apple includes with their computers now. It's not even his iPhone. If he does his
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
iPhone, it's way better.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think iPhone is better.
No, it's kind
Um,
of shit to be honest.
Ah,
better than Google Pixel.
I made two bad decisions in the last 2 years. First, I sold my Android phone.
Yeah.
Then I sold my Mac
Hey,
Mini.
hey, don't show your card.
Uh,
Oh,
Oh,
oh
what?
yeah, there's nothing in that
Student
account.
ID card. He was trying to
It
show
is
them.
connected to all the API websites. This card is connected to API websites. We don't keep money there.
So I was saying first I sold my Android phone, then I sold my Mac Mini, right? So now I have a
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Windows device and an iOS phone. So I can't do any iOS development because of that reason. Like I need at least one thing to be the same. It needs to either be like Windows or iOS and Mac OS. Right now I've got the mixture,
No,
so I can't do
you
that.
need macOS. You
Exactly.
need macOS to do iOS
iOS.
development.
Also, I need an Android
Yeah.
phone for testing out things which I make. For example, I'm working on a Unity app for my master's project, right? So I need to test the
Yeah.
things that I make. And since I'm working on a Windows computer, I can only make it for Android. And I don't have an Android to test it on.
Well,
Oh,
there's the emulators, especially with the Android Studio, you get them.
Mm-hmm. It's really
But
heavy.
it's really heavy. It's super heavy. I remember my laptop started burning up when I started it up.
you cannot like
And
get like
oh damn, yeah, go ahead, Hima.
why your blur quality looks good. It looked like a professional blur.
Oh, yeah, it got fixed at time.
But when it gets fixed, like it become normal camera. Blur one is really good quality, like
So this
like
camera just
4K
needs to do
quality.
that blur and put my face on top of it.
Uh,
Hima, even I can do that, Hima. Look, okay, see, it's
I
all
can
blurred
do
out.
that.
Shit,
I'm
I
blurring.
don't see them. Oh my god.
This glass
Ah, much
is not
better.
working. These glasses are not working. It's not giving any blur effect.
Or maybe you got
I
bit by
want to
a
have that
radioactive
blur.
spider.
You guys know that drunk goggles, right? It gives a really good feeling, but this one doesn't.
Did
I think
you
if I wear some glasses with power, I get that drunk goggles feeling.
did you just say like
But this one,
drinking gives good feelings?
no. I mean, drunk goggles differ.
What are drunk goggles? I've not
Okay,
heard of them.
let me.
It's like it's the glasses you guys wearing. It's like goggles with power lens
What if I just say normal
for
glasses?
normal.
That
Bro,
No.
what?
Glasses but with power, like lot
yeah,
of
so
power.
glasses with
But
power
it's
are
not good
supposed to be
for
the
the
normal
eyes.
glasses.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of power. Like this one is a normal glass, right? This doesn't have power.
That is
I
a
mean,
normal
what kind
glass.
of insane person?
This one
What
is
what kind
only
of
the
insane
blue light.
person want to like
See the
wear
blue light?
powered glasses without use? Like,
This guy.
Yeah, oh,
I used to have friends who used to wear
okay.
lenses. I mean, like frames without lenses. They used to remove the lens and just put on the frame.
no, this one have the
What?
blue light, so your eyes gets protected from the blue light.
This one has blue light and the
Both,
normal
right?
glasses.
Yeah.
The number, yeah.
So
Shit,
I
I
had a
forgot.
mirror one, like where I kept it. I had a really nice glass. Shit, where did I keep it?
Wait. Let me do this first. Forgot about this,
Oh,
kind of,
let's
but oh damn.
let's promote
Are we
our
doing
company.
unboxing
Damn.
right now? Is the
Damn.
14?
No, I don't have. Oh, actually, this box is now they don't sell this box anymore. This is the old one, like
You
the
know,
thick one,
now it's all black
thick
in
one.
color, right? It's this thin.
Yeah, yeah, and they
Oh,
don't
look, I
give
got
me.
mine as well.
I'm so tempted to
Oh
bring
yeah.
mine.
Your
Mine is also kept there.
is it like thick? Your
Who's mine?
box?
Oh yeah, those are the new boxes now.
New boxes, no, like just open it. You get one wire, one phone. Oh, damn! Wait, I never knew this was there. Shit, shit.
Where is that last?
The connector, the USB, and all that. Nice. I was going to throw this away.
At least they give you something.
Damn. Oh, sweet.
Oh shit! I have this old like Samsung like very old Samsung headphones, and it's broken. It has the Samsung logo. See
Mm-hmm.
this one? It's very old. Per
Right. Let me start by starting
yeah,
the
let's
podcast. Right.
start.
This introduction. God damn.
Introduction after
We
11
have not
minutes.
done that yet. After
Ow!
11 minutes.
Okay,
Okay.
let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. No pressure. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our seventh podcast. Seventh episode. Our podcast seventh episode. Seventh. Welcome to our podcast, Byte Banter, and welcome to our seventh episode. He might
Mm,
just give them brief overview on why it's the seventh and not eighth.
because we are indexing.
Yeah,
Because
you're
we
in deck.
go by index. We go from 0,
Because we are
and
dumb.
now
That's
we
the
are
tech
on
way. Yes, and you guys should follow that as well.
because we like
We'll start off
trouble.
by talking about the tech that is going around, especially with Google. They're coming up with pretty new stuff. That's nice. And then
Yeah,
next topic we'll be doing this versus that, where we are talking about AR and VR. And finally, there will be a coding round where I will be interviewing these two guys. So
yeah.
be ready. Be ready. Right, let us begin.
Let us go. Okay,
Begin.
let me change the screen.
That's
We are on our first screen, which says innovationware, and it shows a picture which looks like Google, but it's not Google. That is a good way to avoid copyright, I guess.
is it a G or something? It's just a
Looks
G,
like
Google G. How does it look
Google.
like Google, but it's not Google?
It has a G for Google
Oh,
with just three colors, red, yellow, and green. And then it has an O, which is a little weird. Then a very weird L and C. I don't know why Google has a C.
gold.
I don't know. But if anybody wants to take their brand name, you
Definitely.
feel free to take it. It's not trademarked by Google
But
yet.
Yes.
it looks really nice though. It
Yeah.
looks really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looks really cool. The logo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the thing is, I think people must
And
have forgotten about this so yet because we haven't mentioned this so far. The images we generate here are usually AI generated. We just put in some prompts and we let it update based on the
yeah,
topics we're talking about. We might not mention it a lot because I feel like when we first started, we thought of making this a more AI centric podcast. But after spending a few weeks in it, we decided to make it more generalized, where we have fun talking about anything that's going on in our lives. So yeah, back to the topic. Darshil almost fell.
almost fell.
He didn't
I'm
even
always
notice.
swinging on this chair. It's nice. Right. Yeah. No, it's
Oh,
I don't fall on stream. I'll sit properly. I'm best.
So
uh, right.
innovation, right? Yeah, like one of our
When
very
innovation.
close friends been saying, the tech boom recently has made innovation really accessible, I guess. Every other day there's something new coming out, and that's all because it's just become that much easier to make something.
yeah.
Exactly.
Now they just
Uh,
need a prompt and they can make
Yep.
anything. Some like
exactly.
close to. They can make their thought a reality within like few days.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And as detailed as your thoughts are,
Yep.
as your thoughts
Yeah,
are,
you need to
okay,
do the proper prompting.
yes,
I saw
you need to
somewhere
be specific.
where people say that at this point, experience will pay off. If you're experienced in the field, you know the correct words to say, you will be able to perform better than somebody who's just starting off.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree on that one. But how do you start getting experience now? I
Yeah,
mean, as a
that's the
current
thing. Mm-hmm.
no, no, the very freshers who are planning to join this field, how do you start getting experience then?
They're
Like
fucked.
at the end of the day, it's just a cycle. Go back to
Yeah.
being analog binaries.
For the kids who just graduating while this is coming up, I still feel like they're safe because we're still learning how to use this. We're still seeing what it can do, what it can't do. I feel for the upcoming generation, it'll just keep getting harder because once this
Yeah,
thing
for
becomes
sure.
more easily accessible, cheaper, and just more, uh, how should I say it? Legal. Right now, still the legalities around it is little gray. Like some countries are trying to ban
Sure.
it, some countries are letting you do it. Once this becomes a proper thing where everybody is doing it, what do the kids do?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Like for us, all
Uh,
of us took computer engineering because we enjoyed it and there's a scope, right? For the future, I think computer engineering
Yeah.
won't be a profession anymore. AI is gonna do that.
I'd like to add to that.
AI is
Yeah, I'd
gonna
like to add to
do
that.
everything.
You know how Elon Musk like laid off so many employees from Twitter just
Mm-hmm.
because they're not necessary to moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fact check me on this, but I heard the same about Reddit as well, where they're going to be focusing more on the user experience, and they're just going to remove all the unnecessary stuff.
Reddit is
And
Yeah.
you
getting
don't need so many developers anymore.
Reddit is getting banned right now, right? Like the redditors, like many channels are closing down because of the API rules and stuff.
Kevin's a big Reddit user, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
might
yeah.
have something to say.
I remember him. He was using since like long back.
So do you guys know what's happening with Reddit right now?
No, please shed some light.
Sure. So
Mhm.
basically, Reddit, as you know, it's a very user-centric platform where users put the content, they react to it, they reply to it, they do everything. So everything is based on users, and there are these subreddits which are basically huge communities where people are there talking about stuff, and they have moderators to manage stuff. But think about a channel, it's a community with 1 million people. 5 to 6 moderators, even let's say 50 moderators can't really moderate those channels, right? So people use external tools through Reddit's APIs to moderate their channels, to maintain those channels, to do a lot of stuff. And Reddit doesn't like that
Yeah.
because there are also some third-party apps which can use the APIs to present Reddit content in a more better way. So Reddit is trying to block that by increasing the prices of the API by a lot. I'm not sure if it's by a lot or by a little,
Yeah.
but it's a substantial amount so that most Reddit subreddits are closing down and they're saying that they're doing this because they are protesting against Reddit's rules, which is something they came up with overnight. So Reddit so far is
Yeah.
closing, and the funny thing is, I saw some influencers talk about this new app called Hunch, and how Hunch is advertising itself is it's like uh a hunch about what you think is going on with Reddit on our platform. So basically, they're saying, come on our platform and use it as Reddit. We won't charge you the API cost.
It's nice. I mean, just when someone's jumping ship, make sure there's a ship ready.
Uh-huh.
And
Mm,
I feel like
oh,
there's a lot going on technologically.
Mm-hmm.
Are we all drinking? It's
It's
like
that
I feel like
moment
come
of
on.
that stream. Did you see that meme that
huh?
Darshil sent in the group
Oh yeah.
where people were just freezing in the meeting?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I saw that once like Mr. Beast Mr. Beast or that I show speed. So
Oh yeah,
yes.
That
Not
was
Mr. Beast.
Speed
Just
met
KSI or
Ronaldo.
something.
Ronaldo.
Oh yeah, I saw it yesterday. Today I think today morning.
Is it
This
Ronaldo
like
or Ronaldo? Is it A or A?
Ronaldo.
it's Ronaldo, right?
Null,
Yeah.
right? So A, not A.
Yeah,
No, no,
Ronaldo.
yeah, Ronaldo.
I don't want football fans coming after
different
me.
We
different accents. I guess.
we oh shit. Should say it with the energy. See, just
See,
see. People will come after me.
just
No,
see.
what? Okay. Let's take. Huh? Go
No,
ahead,
I was
Tucker.
just saying. C just means yes, right? What is C?
Yeah,
C, yeah, yeah.
Spanish in
C
Yeah,
Spanish.
is
yeah.
Spanish.
C C C C C crop.
No, I just want to say, let's take a step back to COVID times. That's when we saw the biggest advancement ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like how everything could be done from home instead of going to
Mm-hmm.
location. You
Yep.
don't need big offices anymore. You don't actually, if you think about it, you don't need schools anymore, physical schools. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Mm-hmm.
it's doable if you have a proper system set up where you're making sure students are studying and you can create a system that can test them as well.
That is what I was
Uh,
about to say. I feel like you said, schools are no longer required. But for that, we need to update the way people are assessed right now. If you keep the same assessment for a new learning model, it won't work because come on, everybody
that
knows
is true.
everybody cheated during COVID.
Got snitched on. I am still salty about you. You know who. Stop snitching. That's bad. Snitches get
Yeah.
stitches.
Snitcher, no snitching. Snitcher, no
Uh,
snitching.
but yeah, the way we have seen it at since everyone started using ChatGPT when it was officially out,
Mm-hmm.
after like a month or two, we really saw the boom
Mm-hmm.
where every day there's some new AI that is based on ChatGPT. It is
Mm-hmm.
versatile piece of software where you can extend it as far as you can imagine that.
Mm-hmm.
And same with the competitors as well. There's Google's Bard. There is what was Microsoft's
Is
called?
that
Llama.
something called UAI? UAI. That is also really good.
What's UA? I haven't heard.
Uh
UAI.
oh yeah. Uh Bing AI. Microsoft.
But my
Kevin
Yeah,
Bing,
talks
there
a
is
lot about it.
Bing
Bing,
is using ChatGPT.
Microsoft bought Bing, right?
GPT.
Or was Bing always a part of Microsoft?
Wait,
I think it was.
Bing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was.
It was always a part. I didn't know that. I thought Bing was its separate entity before, and they just purchased it for.
Wait. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. OpenAI was separate before, right? That
Yeah,
OpenAI CEO.
Sam Altman.
He talked about. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they bought it. They bought it. They bought it.
I see.
They bought Bing.
There's a funny clip of Sam Altman from the Congress recently where they were talking about rules and regulations they need to put around OpenAI, right? So somebody from the Congress asked Sam Altman, like, can an AI controlled drone come and kill a person? Sam Altman was like, we should not let it do it. And they were like, no, my question is, can it do it? He said yes. Just one word, yes.
It's true, right? I mean, it's possible. Just a small glitch can just mess
Mhm.
everything up.
A glitch is harder, right? I feel like bad users would be more common use case. Once you
Bad users,
once you put
yeah.
the technology out there, somebody could just do something with the code, and then you have a drone which can kill people. You have Edith basically. Wait, is Darshil frozen?
No,
We need to stop
he
you.
was frozen though.
No,
So
he was not.
that-
Yeah. No. I am frozen. I'm frozen, but I use AI to
Yeah,
act like
like
not frozen.
the think about it. Like once Apple Vision Pro does that thing where they put that on and they make a digital render of them. I'm sure Apple will eventually bring it out as a software for their Mac OS too, where you can just join FaceTimes with your camera off and you
Oh,
can just turn on your digital render. Hema would use that for all of his
yeah.
meetings.
That is when
Ooh,
people started. That is
that
when people
reminds me of
start
something.
switching to Apple.
You know,
Everybody.
this is nice. Actually, this is nice that Apple is quite closed software where they do not allow a lot of customizing.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it were maybe Windows where you just like you can code something out of it,
Mm-hmm.
they could just put in that was it NVIDIA's software where
Yeah.
you can just rectify your eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just do that on the on the goddamn
Uh-huh.
and keep on staring anywhere and no one's going to know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, bad users. I'm giving ideas, but don't listen to me.
Don't take any advice off of this podcast. And if you do take, we're not responsible. It's your own responsibility.
Yeah.
But
Back to innovation, right? So we were seeing this onset of AI tech recently, especially with it being able to do coding and a lot of system design as well. It has really increased the pace at which innovation can happen. Before, it used to take time for a product to develop, right? Now, if a developer who knows what he's doing uses one of these tools, he can easily make a fully functioning product within a week, I guess, realistically.
and here's a tip for you guys. Whenever they ask you about the develop in
Yeah,
an interview,
related
when they
to
ask you
development.
about the
Yeah.
development, right? Make sure to mention ChatGPT. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
come out clean.
Companies
I've done
want
this
you to be able to use it.
exactly. The guy was literally like, uh, first of all, it was on their job description itself. You need to know how to use ChatGPT. You
Mm-hmm.
need to know how to ask questions,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, their
Yeah.
questions are going to be structured like their
Mm-hmm.
template, right? And he's like, "What is your development process like?" There are two answers I've used. First, I used to say that, my God, I try going to documentation just to show them I'm thorough with all the concepts. No,
Mm-hmm.
that's wrong. They want efficiency. They want fast
Mm-hmm.
pace instead of just a developer who is going through analog way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something you need to take a note of.
The thing is, we're still transitioning yet,
It-
but the introduction of ChatGPT is like the introduction of programming languages before it. It's a level of abstraction. Like if you go ahead and say I can code in binary, they don't care about it. They don't want that. There is an abstraction layer
Yeah.
which are your IDEs and the programming languages which you can use to code something. So ChatGPT is also like an abstraction layer. It's still developing. Eventually, it will just be you type something and you get the final code, right? So why wouldn't companies want you to use it if it can do your work faster? Because at the end of the day, companies are paying you money, and they're paying you more than what they're paying ChatGPT. So they don't mind you using
At the end of
ChatGPT if you can do something faster.
yeah, yeah, true. And also like I think in the future most developers will lose their job, but testers I think they still need the testers, right? Because even
That.
though AI can make everything, but still I think people at least it should go through human just for testing, right?
Mm-hmm. No, no. Even the development part, I feel like maybe some of the entry level jobs would be taken away by ChatGPT, but
I
the
think
senior
UI
positions will still
UX
stay.
designers, I think they already lost its jobs. Like AI can already do a really good job in designing, right?
Mm-hmm. I think
Compared to
it
human.
can help with the ideation process, but okay, you want to make some small customization after what those models have given you. You
Yeah,
need somebody who knows how to do it, right? Because it's really hard
yeah,
to
that's true.
ask AI to make small changes
Also, that
somewhere.
also to give the AI the input, you need that skill too, right? No, like
Yeah.
if I just go and use a tool that can make the UI UX for me, it won't work as good as uh like when a person who actually knows UI
Mm-hmm.
UX designing.
Yeah. So that is what I was thinking, right? The entry level positions, they'll be taken over by people who are able to prompt well. And that'll be an actual
Yeah,
position eventually, prompt engineering, where
yeah.
initially you start off by prompt engineering and eventually you gain your experience as a prompt engineer and finally you become a senior developer
I
where
asked, bro, what do you do? I'm a prompt engineer.
I ask questions. I ask questions.
Prompt engineer in Google.
because even prompt engineers need to know
That's how
their
it's
need to know their stuff, right? They can't just ask something and see the
yeah,
result.
yeah.
Sometimes most models
They
hallucinate,
need
so
to
you need
learn
to be
a lot.
able to detect that.
It's actually a bit of learning curve, right?
Mm-hmm.
Prompting because you need to know how to do it properly. Otherwise, if you just prompt like, okay, if I want to get like an image of a flower, like a red color flower, if I just type a red color flower, I'll get something good according to the model. But if I want to be more creative, I had to add the parameters according to
Mm-hmm.
the model's input, right?
And not just parameters, right? Remember,
So I
like
Hey,
need to
you and I were
know, I need
going
to learn
through
about.
Reddit
Oh
yesterday,
yeah,
and we saw like
famous.
some
Yeah,
people put up posts where they were like, okay, they use this tool to
yeah.
do this stuff, this tool to this stuff. They use 3 to 4 different tools to
They
get the final
they use like
output.
4 or 5 tools.
Yeah,
Yeah, 4 or 5 tools to get the final.
wait. So I was just sitting and thinking, how long until there's a prompt AI that is being made?
it is being made currently, right? Like I think many companies are doing that, where you get some simple prompts from the users and then you make it into a completed
Yeah.
prompt. But the thing is, mm, you can never
No, no, I mean
capture
completely
everything, right?
automated prompt.
Yeah.
Like, okay, imagine this. You know how some people just ask questions without getting any results out of it. They're asking
Mhm.
tangent kind of questions where it's just like touch and go
Mm-hmm.
instead of going in a correct path. So imagine this where you can give one detailed input. Same with ChatGPT or anything, whenever you're trying to create a project, you have to create a project description. So an AI that is supposed to just read through the prompt and it's supposed to give out the main. Actually, it
No,
is done already.
yeah,
It is done
the
already.
problem with
It's
that
it's just
is,
basically
when you think of a final prompt which is completely detailed, that's basically what coding is, right? When you're coding, you're telling the computer exactly what you
exactly
want.
exactly.
So if you write a completely
Yep.
detailed prompt with everything, it's basically you're coding something. And if you do not
That's
give all the details you require, that's when AI hallucinates and just puts in data that they assume is correct, and that is why you get a little incorrect result from what you want. So that's the thing people need to learn, right? They need to learn what they need to give to get what they want. Sounded
hmm
Yeah.
weirdly wise, I don't know why.
It was wise.
Actually, we can like for PDD we can do like something like which can like fix the prompts or something like that. But if
Mhm.
you think about it, right, people have to pay for the tool and as well as the prompt helper. So it's
But it'll be cheaper, right? Like
Wait,
realistically,
at scale, it
yeah, it'll
gets
be
cheaper.
cheaper, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
take a step back. Tell them what PDD is.
Go ahead, Hima. You're the one
Oh,
most
we
passionate
had to
about
tell the
it.
whole.
Yeah,
The thing
Yes,
is, we had to tell them the whole story, right?
that's fine. That's why we are here
go for
today.
it. We got
Um,
time.
We got
yeah, yeah,
nowhere to
yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah. We can talk
Start
about
from
it.
the start, my friend.
Okay, so Pidini is a project that we 5 of us, we three and two of our friends. Do we have to tell the name? We don't have to tell the names, right?
No.
There's Kevin.
Oh, there's Kevin. You guys already heard his name like 100 billion times. And there's another one called Pan, and yeah. So we started this
Hey
project
man,
called. Yep. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's just there's so many pans in this world. They cannot find which pan.
It's definitely not
Okay,
the
back
frying
to
pan
this.
in your local store, but close enough.
Yeah, it can be
and
that
it's
too.
definitely not the pan from PUBG. Need to
Yeah, yeah.
clarify that. Winner,
Yeah.
winner, chicken dinner.
Okay,
Okay,
so
Hima, go
we wanted to start a project since long back, like some kind of project that eventually get us some revenue later.
ahead.
So we came up with this. Should you tell them the idea? Is it okay?
Yeah,
Yeah, we are
it's
not
fine.
going. We are
Yeah,
not okay.
we've given up
Okay,
on the
so we
idea
came
now.
up with this. Yeah, we already gave up on the idea. I will tell you the reason later. So keep listening. So
Don't click out
we
yet.
came up with this really nice idea. So the idea was when people need to ask questions from the PDF documents they have, like images or PDF, and they can use. We were planning to make some kind of platform that people can upload their documents and ask any question regarding that document, information in that document. So we planned everything and we planned our next meeting and all. and then we were searching for names, and Tandin guessed one name. Tandin just guessed one name, and then we searched in one name domain name website, and we found out that one some company is using that name, and we just googled, like, we googled that domain, and we found out that uh, some group of people or one person are working on that same or they are working on
Okay,
the
carry on.
same idea, same. Actually, it's not only the idea, the UI, and UI is also very similar to our the UI that we were planning, and also the name, that it's the exact name that uh we were planning. And yeah, so we found out that we even did some research on the owner and owner. Okay, that's still okay. We still agreed to continue. We were still okay with working on it because it's still uh
uh,
doable, right?
us
It's
versus
we can
them, yeah.
still compete. Yeah, us versus them, we can still compete because the idea is really good, and there's only few people working on it. So we since today I was okay with working on it. Since today, until I see Darshil's message. uh, then last week we met in online, and we came up with all the final name, and also we made all we set up everything for the project, like GitHub and your emails, and we even bought the domain and all. Then Darshil today did some research and found out that Google is planning to do a very similar thing. So not only Google, actually OpenAI too. So we felt like there's no point of working on it anymore. So yep, we now gave up. Did we give up? Yeah, we gave up.
We have read.
We did not
We've
open it.
dropped that
Yeah,
idea, yeah.
yeah, we dropped the idea. Now we are searching for some new ideas. Yeah,
Uh,
hopefully we'll find some.
the thing is,
Yep.
if it is us versus somebody else, still a good competition, right? Whoever gives the better product will win. If it's us versus an
Yeah.
organization like Google, who literally owns everything on the
There's no way.
internet,
They
like,
have like unlimited resources.
yeah,
Yeah, on
They're
top
like
of that, I don't think we'd be coming up on the SEO or anything if we
no way,
tried,
we are
you know.
competing with their direct
it
product.
is Google.
Because
Google is the
exactly, they're
SE.
doing the Google advertisement about themselves.
Google is the SE, right? The search engine. So we cannot come up above Google.
Even if we advertise, their name will still be above ours.
It's time we move to Edge,
And that's what led to
go
this
to
Oh,
topic, right?
Microsoft.
Where we were thinking of
Bing.
checking what other innovations can we make. And what we realized was anything
Yeah.
we can think of which can be made using AI has already been made, because everybody, just because it has been so like accessible lately. Anybody wants to make something, they can make it
All domains
themselves.
are literally gone.
Yeah.
All
So
domains, like seriously.
like Tarshil said before, like maybe we can work on the prompting thing, like help people with the prompting.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm,
that's just going to take away the prompting engineer job as well.
yep. We were trying to take that prompt engineer title away.
You know, 5 years, 5 or 6 years from now, someone's going to come back to this video and it's gonna be like,
These
look at these
guys
three motor scooters.
Yeah.
Took
taking
away
away our jobs.
only job we had.
The only
I,
job
Actually, yeah, like
for computer
computer
science.
science students who are graduating in the next 5 years, let's say, what work are they gonna do? They won't have experience to get senior level positions. They don't have anything to
Yeah.
do in the junior level positions. What are they gonna do?
Data
What
analytics.
I was saying, it's like everything is done by AI. There's the data mining. I mean, okay, let's start with automation, where anything that people used to do, that's what the AI model can do by
Mm-hmm.
itself
Yeah.
on multiple devices. There is healthcare, which is being automated, not completely yet, but still, it is being automated. Music industry is changing. Like, you listen to Drake singing Hindi songs, like,
Oh yeah,
and it sounds
I
believable.
saw that.
Like, can he
It
perform?
sounds really it sounds really good. Mhm.
And it's not just that. You can alter his face to make it look like he's actually singing.
Mm-hmm.
That's all with AI. All the heavy models that are being run,
Did you know this thing?
Yep.
and
Like famous actors who used to act in commercials, right? They had sold like certain rights to those companies so that they can just speak and add out in English, and the companies can use AI to change the way the lip moves to lip sync it according to different languages around the world, so that they can advertise it in different countries. This was a thing back then, like 2 3 years back.
goddamn,
Yep.
hey, was was
Remember that
Messi and
Shopee ad?
Ronaldo on this as well?
Maybe.
You
Remember
know
that
the ad.
Yeah, the Shopee
Shopee ad
ad.
Maybe
with
It could
with
be.
Ivan?
It's totally possible,
love shopping.
That music.
Yeah, maybe like they did some English ad and he sold rights to the company to use his model somewhere or something, and they did it. They used it for Shopee.
I mean,
Yeah,
there are
but that
millions
ad
of
was
pictures out there for Ronaldo, Messi, so it's not that hard to train
that ad
something.
was the cringiest
Uh,
Shopee ad I
uh,
ever.
uh, this is the reason Mr. K doesn't want to do podcasts and live stuff, right? Like the more we put ourselves out there, the easier it is for people to replicate us. So
Or replicate.
at the
Replicate stealing us.
at this point, people have enough data on the three of us to generate our faces, our voices, and everything.
Yo,
We did 7 episodes of 2 hours each, so there's 14 hours worth of data for the three of us out there.
I think they made like that whole freaking album from Juice WRLD's voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like he died in 2019, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he already made enough songs and he has enough videos and voice clips to for AI models to make his voice and also his style. Like it's very similar to his style. The AI made
This
Juice
is
WRLD's
also
music.
a
It's
debate people were
very similar. Yeah.
talking about, right? So,
Yeah.
what is art in today's world? Before, musicians were praised and respected so much because music is hard to create. Right? Like, not everybody can do it,
Yeah.
but now anybody
Now,
can do it.
did you guys see that music, right? That Heart on My Sleeve,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Drake and
The one that we played on the
Weekend.
podcast. Oh yeah,
It's all made from AI stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, what is gonna
Lyrics,
happen to
melody,
music?
everything.
I feel like since it'll be
Yeah.
so easily, since it's so easy to make it, people will lose the value for music. Like I think the music industry might take a dip because of this.
Yeah, I
No, no,
feel
no,
that
no.
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get to that as well. I mean, there are two sides to it. Sure, it's going to
Mm-hmm.
take a dip because
Mm-hmm.
if you augment something, it's just going to lose value. It's like
Mm-hmm.
all the knockoffs out there. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
what's the point of? But still, they would be monetizing the music as well. It's like
Mm-hmm.
online they're selling on Spotify and also
No,
Apple Music
what
or
I'm saying
whatever.
is, people are
But in
currently
real life,
willing to pay for music because it's hard to make it and they respect the artist, right? But since making it is becoming so much easier now, will you respect somebody who can type 1 page of document in Microsoft Word? You wouldn't, right? Because anybody can do it. So would you respect a musician if
one page
anybody can
is
do
just
it?
online.
Oh yeah, just one line, yeah.
What? Yeah, it's like just make a music inspired by Drake and
Mm-hmm.
one, two, three. I'll send you one of that. There was just one single prompt where make a music like Coldplay, One Republic, and like three or four bands together, and it was like amazing music, like exactly like them, same vibes. So it's just like one line of prompt, and there you have it. You have the music out there. But then, what it's mainly going to do, it's going to put the artist, the original artist, forward. The way they tour around, the live shows and everything. People
For,
would be going for that more.
for now, yes, because it's a new thing. But what I'm trying to get to it is eventually when people get so saturated with music, because anybody can make it. What is differentiating an artist from
Okay, now
somebody
I'm just
else?
imagining.
That's true. Yeah.
Imagine online
Think about it.
concerts, right?
Yeah, if Sharma Ji ka beta is able to make this song, Would you really care about Charlie Puth that much? You'll be like, Sharma ji ka beta kyun hai? Why should I go for Charlie Puth's concert?
Yeah.
Yeah, why pay them? No, okay, imagine this. I'm just extending to the augmentation of music, right?
But
The ChatGPT
like
creating music.
this
Yeah,
will affect the future artists a lot. Well,
It
I
will.
don't think it will affect much for the current artists because they're already famous, right? I mean,
Yes.
people are dying to see, like, if you're a
Yeah.
real fan of that artist, I mean, you
Hmm.
want to see them live singing, right? So I
That's
don't
what I'm
think it
saying.
will affect
For
that
now,
much.
it's fine
Yeah,
because
but for the
yeah.
future artists, yeah, future artists, even I
yeah.
can
The
become an
future
artist right
artists,
now. Even
Shiva,
all
the
three of
future
us,
artists are going to be
all
that
three of us,
rendered avatars.
eh,
Get it?
We'll
online
have
That's it.
concerts,
AI
and
characters
maybe they will
or
organize
celebrities.
something like Tomorrowland, and they will put like a big screen, and then AI people will sing, AI avatars will sing.
I don't know, man.
But this all
Yeah,
started, right? This all
yeah.
started a long time
Also
ago
the
with
Uh,
autotune.
not only that, right?
Autotune was
Not
still
only that,
fine.
even the
Autotune still requires some level of skill.
Okay, yeah, yeah, it requires
even
skill, sure. I mean,
the
there was still the
authors.
songwriting.
Think about
Pardon?
the authors of the books, right? They, I mean, the value, like,
No,
it's
I think
already possible
authors will still exist
from.
because AI still needs input to give out something good, right? So authors will give it an idea, write a story
Yeah,
about this. So that's still fine. I think
but
edit.
music too, right? You need to like tell the model that, oh, what type of music you need, what
No, right,
story that you wanna
what people are doing is just
deliver.
write a song about write a song in the style of Drake about shoes, and you have a song. It's not too much input. Like
Yeah, but if you do it,
for
yeah,
stories, I mean, like you need to give it some plot, right? Like make a story about a boy and a girl. They fall in love. They do this. They do that. Something like that.
yeah. But I think Hard on My Sleeve, like they gave a lot of information. The song has a lot of information in
Hmm.
lyrics.
Editors, I
Like,
believe,
Maybe they
are
use.
losing their jobs now because I wouldn't pay for an editor to edit my stuff when I can just use Grammarly or
uh-huh.
uh any other
Yeah.
AI model.
Okay, that's true. Uh, yeah, basically, just take it from
What do you guys
Grammarly.
think about
Oh
the
no, no, no,
researchers?
sorry. Start with writing with copy AI, right?
What will
Just get
happen to
the
the
copy AI
researchers?
script, put it on Grammarly, it will fix your grammar. Take that, put it on the Quillbot, and get it
Quillbot
like
and
paraphrased.
paraphrase it, and
So
then what? Oh, Quillbot is the final one, right?
basically, research is
Yeah,
just becoming a round relay of different using different websites. You do this, do this, do this, do this. Your research is ready.
Also, I saw that. Not so. Actually, I used that tool for literature review. It's a really cool tool. Like, you just tell the tool that, oh, what kind of like what topic you need, and also you can give the similar papers, the link for the similar papers, and it gives you the summary, like the final one, the literature review, including the citation.
That's
That
cool.
one is like a really
uh,
nice tool.
it's still kind of in the experimentation phase, I would say. I tried doing that, especially I tried looking for my own
I
research
did. I
just
used
to
it
see how accurate it was.
for my proposal, and I passed.
Hey,
If
hey,
my agent
you're still
if my
a
agent
graduate.
sees
Chill,
this,
bro.
I'm dead.
Okay, I'll
But
send you guys this. Give it a listen sometimes. It's really nice. It's
what
actually
is it?
like
With all of
it
this
is nice. It
AI tools coming into place, I feel like the thing that will be
There's a
valued the
group
most.
called Byte Banter Ideas. I didn't know it.
Yeah, Darshan just made it today.
bro.
I didn't know that. Oh, today. Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
I was saying that
Yeah, it's today.
with AI tools coming into play, the thing that will value the most would be logical thinking. I think anybody who
Mhm.
can connect the dots and can think logically and try to come up with different approaches to a problem, they will be able to utilize this the most and be more productive than a person who's not that logically gifted. I don't know, not logically gifted, but somebody who hasn't worked on those skills a lot.
Moral of the story: don't be dumb.
It's okay to be dumb as long as you
Putting it vaguely.
try to get better at logical thinking. We'll play some logical thinking
Oh,
games.
that was really nice.
I told you, yeah, it's nice. It's surprising. If someone would have made me listen to that without telling me that it was AI music, I would not have guessed it.
At this point, like I think AI passes the Turing test, like for a lot of specific use cases. It's hard to tell them apart, like images.
Oh yeah,
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 it's really
sure.
nice.
The specific use cases, sometimes it's purely dumb,
Mhm.
honestly. But the
But
way they're tuning the model
but
at this
uh,
rate,
aren't
it's just a matter of
aren't
time.
humans dumb too sometimes? It's just imitating us.
True,
Humans lie
true,
to.
true.
It's been trained on our data. If the thing is, if people have any complaints with AI, like if AI starts lying or if AI starts bullshitting around, it's basically because that's what humans have been doing for the last few years.
I agree. I agree. A lot of it. Plus, you're training it on the past data. And
Hmm.
sure, just going to.
I think the Weekend's voice, the AI voice, is really nice.
Another
Uh,
reason why AI is able to replicate some of these voices are because a lot of artists lately have been using autotune, and it's easier for AI to replicate autotune, right? Because it's just some vocal notes which are at a specific tune. If it was not autotune, it might be harder
yeah.
for AI to imitate it.
Hey, that
Mm.
gives me good idea. Imagine this. Let's start a newspaper or news blog website, right? And it's just going to run our model that's going to scrape latest news, fact check it, and then put generate images and everything, and then post it on our website.
I think
Wait, what?
I think
That's
it's made.
actually a nice idea.
it's doable.
Does it exist? There is already there.
Uh,
I
Is
don't.
it
I
there?
don't know. Maybe
I,
we can do that.
I think it does.
You mean like a block creator, right? Like block generator,
Yeah,
kind of
I think it
Yeah,
does.
it's
block.
a simple
Uh,
generator. So yeah, it's
I
what
think it
completely
does.
automated.
what I saw was
If app generator is there,
a
block
few
generator
few
is
days
for
ago I was
sure.
working with Kevin on this. We were looking at some open gigs on Upwork, and somebody was looking to hire somebody who could code something which could scrape the latest updates from Google. There was this website called Farce.io or something like that. It lists all the top ranking SEO terms of the day, and what they wanted us to do is they wanted us to scrape those topics, generate an article from ChatGPT, and send it to them so that they can upload blogs about that on their website. That's smart, right? You're taking all of the top keywords,
Yeah,
making an article using ChatGPT, and publishing it. So your blog will be at the top.
it's
Yeah,
like getting canceled speedrun. Just start saying random bullshit words, and that's it. You're done. No more you. But
Yeah,
that is smart. That is actually. It's the wave that you can ride. Sure. I mean, with our project of PDNE, that was something we could have written really well. But now that we know that there are big players in the game who are just going to ride over us, it feels like how long do we have until there is no innovation? I mean,
mhm.
there is always going to be innovation, but how long till this
The bigger
wave finally
companies.
dies out?
Yeah, and
Yes,
not just even dying out. Let's say we ride the wave, we make a product. How long until the big companies decide to do that too? If we can do it, they can easily do it too.
that's true. That's true.
For example,
Uh,
him and I built impressions, right? uh, a week within building that, I saw another website saying that, oh, we make thumbnails using AI, blah 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 blah. We checked it; they have a different approach to do it, but still, it did scare us because they had more money, they had more influence, they had more audience.
they had fame.
Yep.
They have audience. Yeah.
So we were like, shit, if it's the same product that we are making, there's no way we stand a chance. But luckily, it's a different approach to the thumbnail generation thing. So we are still safe. But
Yeah.
looking at them, we did realize we need to make some updates to our website too. So we are currently working on a newer version for that. So,
Actually, we got inspired by them.
mhm.
Now we are working on some new update.
they made an impression.
So back to the main topic, right? Innovations. At this point, innovation is becoming very frequent, but that is also taking away projects that we can work on. I don't know. It's both a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing that so many people are working on different projects, because at the end the users will get more products to use, and it's always good for them to have competition, because if there's more competition, the prices will be
Yeah,
cheaper for the users. But it's bad for developers like us, because if we come up with an idea and if we don't act on it fast, within a week or two somebody else would have made it.
that's
I
true.
mean, there used to be a time when we were in university and talking. He, okay, we
Yeah.
are in. I'm not.
So,
I'm not. I'm not.
guys,
Sorry.
guys, in PDD case, at least we can be happy because like Google came up with the same idea as ours.
Mm-hmm,
I mean, yeah, like and then you said like during the call that we had today,
mm-hmm.
like that means people in Google also think a similar way,
Yeah.
right?
No, they
We can think
finally
like that.
got the idea, right? So I'm pretty sure they must be refining it from a long time now.
Mm-hmm.
It's same with Google's part. Like they're working on it, but they don't like release it until later.
Yeah, I agree with it, but I think
Yeah,
what we were thinking is that if our ideas are even remotely close to that of Google's, something is going right with what
yeah,
we are doing.
Something's going right. Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'll take that win. But
It's like even
that
though we
you,
came
you need to make sure.
It's like even though we came last in a big race. So that's better than coming first in a small race.
that's
Oh
true.
yeah, yeah. It's like that quote, right? What was that quote? Make
If
sure. Okay,
if you're the
if you're the
smartest
smartest
person in
guy in
the
the
room.
room, you're in the wrong room.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so hey, nice. We are in the big leagues now.
We're competing with Google.
We should
Subscribe.
that we should put that in our resume. Had the same idea as Google. And they will hire us. They're like, oh,
I think it's not even a lie. It is
uh,
actually true.
yeah.
That is true. It is true. We
Actually,
got everything done until this morning. I broke all of these guys' heart.
it is not morning. It
Literally,
is around
I was talking
after
to
lunch.
Bart like and asking Bart about new AI news because Kevin's always talking about new AI going on. Yeah, Bart's like casually telling me about Google's new project Tailwind AI.
Oh shit.
I'm like, what is that?
Uh
Interesting.
wait. My OBS just froze. I'm scared. Okay, it came back. I'm not sure if the stream is still
Okay,
Oh yeah,
running.
okay.
I see the YouTube. Yeah.
Is it running still?
It i- it is
It, it
running.
is. It
No, it's
is it's
frozen.
running. No, not yet. Not yet. It is frozen.
Okay,
Frozen. Yeah.
it kind of works.
Okay,
It's
it's back. It's back.
back, right?
It
Okay,
kind of works. Yeah, it works. It works.
alright. Let me
Yeah,
just
it's like
add
a
this.
lucky.
It should work normally though. Uh yeah, it's back. Okay, you guys can continue, sorry.
What was that? Google. Yeah. Fuck Google. No, no. I'm just kidding.
No,
I'm
no, no,
kidding,
no, no.
bro. Give me a
We're
job.
never gonna get job in Google. They listen to
Exactly.
every word
The
we
Google's listening.
they listen to
It's
every
like
word we
Huawei.
say.
Oh shit! No, Huawei's here. Huawei's
Oh
listening
no,
as
no,
well.
shit, keep that away. China is listening.
Hey, hey! Uncle
That's
Roger
okay.
got cancelled. Like he's banned from
Oh
China
really?
or something.
Oh
Yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah.
What
No.
what did he say?
What is it?
In one of the stand-up, he was
Oh yeah, I saw,
conducting.
I
He
saw,
said,
I saw it.
yeah,
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 I
yeah, you
saw
saw
it.
that, right?
He said China is listening something.
So
Yeah.
he got
Wait,
banned for
why,
So
saying
why,
that? It is true, everybody
why,
yeah,
knows
why?
I mean,
that.
Yeah, everybody knows it.
everybody knows that. On top of that, he made some social credit joke as well. So it's like they banned all his stuff in China. So fast, man. I would have said some more things, but you know what? I'll just keep it to myself.
Just to be safer. Don't want to lose jobs. We haven't got the jobs yet. But yeah, for anybody wondering what the updates are, all of us are still jobless.
Oh, we are
Yeah,
still jobless. Yes, sir.
We started
I
talking
don't know
about
why
this.
Yes,
we
ma'am,
want
as
to get
well.
a freaking job. Just hiring, freaking hiring people. Just give us the jobs.
We came up with good idea that we were all willing to work with, and we became
Yeah,
jobless from that as well. So all good.
Yeah,
we fired ourselves.
everything. And yeah, and that Mr.
We fired ourselves.
Mr. DM guy first. We thought that we can beat him. Now Google.
That's fine. We will get through this, and when we get through this,
We'll
it'll
get
make an
other right.
epic
Exactly.
story to tell people. Just that I don't know.
Yeah,
My brain works this way. Anything happens, right? I'm not living today. I'm living in the future. I'm like, okay, in the future, this moment will look so cool when I tell the story.
Yeah. We'll come back to this video in the future. We'll be like,
yeah.
it was bad, but look at us now. Look at us.
Look at us. We got a podcast
Like
of our
like
own.
the top like the
Yeah.
top three videos.
Hey, actually, this is nice. You know what? I'm proud to say that we actually took the step, even after 2 years ago, where we were just ending all our talks by saying we should start a podcast.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We've been planning
So
this for over a year now, right? I remember even when we had the
yeah, exactly.
discussion
Yeah,
a
yeah.
few we had a debate
We talked
about
about
like
this
children
many times.
workers and a lot
Oh
of
yeah,
stuff. That was a
that
fun
time,
Hey, hey,
conversation.
you guys,
that was
like
crazy.
I,
That was crazy.
I was
None
I was
came in
thinking
there.
that day which side to take, and I was just strolling around. I was having fun with both of the side.
That was the time
Like
I realized
okay,
that we could have a podcast because we have some interesting takes.
yeah,
The things
I mean,
all of us are, even though we studied together, we come from different diversities, right? So we bring different opinions on the plate. So it's fun to hear what
yeah. How
everybody
many
has to think.
nationalities?
A
See,
lot.
even here we have like three
Three.
nationalities. Like we have, I think we have around well, in our group we have one, two, three,
um,
four, five, right? Five nationalities. Is it
Thai,
four or five? Thai, Sri Lankan, Indian, Bhutanese, Cambodian, Myanmar. No, do we have Myanmar? No.
Burma,
Yeah.
Vietnam. Anyway,
we
Vietnam.
can extend if you'd
Oh,
like.
we don't have Vietnam.
Vietnam?
So
No,
five,
we don't have
but
it.
still, like five is a
No.
lot of countries.
Yeah, five is a lot.
It's
That's a
it's
lot of
more
countries.
countries than most average Americans know.
You know what?
Yeah.
It's more countries than what my class have in 400 fucking students.
Wait, how many?
I saw this
Mostly,
reel recently. Like our class has 49 students, out of which 48 are Indians, and one is the teacher. Even him, we taught English,
yeah,
Hindi, so we talk to him in Hindi now.
yeah, yeah.
That's how it should be done. Actually, yeah. You know what? The YouTuber jobs are going to say, teach the students. Oh wait, no. What's the point of having Indian guys on YouTube when there is no programming jobs left?
Damn, I didn't think about
Yeah, they
this.
take all the jobs.
Educators are gonna lose job too. I didn't think about that. All of these channels, like Free Code Camp,
See,
Tech with Team, these guys are gonna lose their job unless they transition to videos where they teach people how to use AI for developing stuff. If they stick to those programming
I,
tutorials, I think people don't care about that anymore.
I mean, what's the
but
point of
they
having all
already
the
took over it.
algorithms, when
They
you
have
can just
already
write one
taken over.
line and you got the.
Yep. Yeah, actually, all
But
those
you know
algorithm
who's going
questions
to.
are pointless now, right? Nobody needs to know it. You just ask ChatGPT, give me, solve this problem in O1, and ChatGPT will do it for you.
Comedians
It's not
won't lose
that.
their
Okay.
job, right?
I
Because
think
Oh,
the
comedians
not
will
AI
not yet.
never
jokes suck.
never lose
Jokes
their
suck.
jobs, right?
Because AI jokes sucks, right?
No, even
Not
if
really.
AI jokes get better, comedians will just make fun of that, and that they will still continue existing. Comedians have always thrived
Yeah.
at making jokes at something that's depressing, not depressing. Mis- There's a thing that people say. It's like
Controversial.
controversial, also like making jokes out of misery or something like that. Like people say that making
Okay,
jokes
okay,
about
yeah, that makes sense.
9/11 was fine because it's jokes at the end of the day. It might be insensitive, but it's jokes.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, you remember the 910 meme I sent?
uh I don't remember which one was it. Was it the what is that game called, Tetris meme?
No, 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 no. That would be funny. I know how it goes. It's like 2 hours and dropping it. Boom. No,
Yeah.
no. Nine,
Y-
10. It was like bowling, right? You go bowling
Uh-huh.
and
Oh,
you
I saw it.
drop
I saw
nine
that.
out of
Oh, that is
10.
made by the Corridor Crew channel. I just
Yeah,
watched the
yeah,
video
the corridor
recently.
crew
Yeah.
was funny.
The feds are onto this podcast now. You said two towers, bomb, and blast. They're watching this podcast now.
Hello, can you
Yeah,
subscribe, please?
we're gonna lose not only jobs.
Viewers,
Give us jobs if you
actually,
can.
put us on your watch list. Put us on your watch list. We'll be more than happy to be on your watch list.
Imagine somebody going to immigration and at the counter they're watching a video like how to make a bomb.
How to make a bomb from the resources that we can find inside the airport. So you don't have to bring stuff inside. You go inside, then you make the.
Why do I have a feeling that there must be a specific video of this sorts on internet somewhere?
It will be somewhere.
I don't want to look it up. I don't want to look it up.
Don't look it up, please. Don't get your IP
Yeah,
tracked.
yeah. Not now, not now.
Yes.
Maybe
You know, when I was young, I was too scared to Google like Osama. I thought like if I try Google him, like they will find my address and they'll come and look after me or something. I was like, what the?
shit, you know what? During that bombing in Sri Lanka, right, I even cursed at the ISIS and I posted in story.
Wait, how was
Yeah.
the bombing related to ISIS?
They suspected that it was
Ah,
ISIS, the bombing.
I thought it was the civil tension thing. I don't know it had foreign influences too.
No, it
I
was
heard
ISIS.
that Indians have had something to do with that, so it's
No, no, no. Indians were not nothing related to Indians.
Did you hear that from
Only
our other Sri Lankan friend?
yeah,
who?
yeah.
I heard it from them too.
Okay, I see.
Who's other Sri Lankan
You
friend?
think they don't watch it, right?
It's the Sri Lankan
I
friend
mean,
you don't like, Hima.
Who?
The one who told your father that you were drinking.
Oh,
I remember I had a heated discussion with them. They were like, oh, my father was in the war. He went to India to fight the war, so he knows the reality. And they're like, okay, maybe. I have no idea what happened, but sure, if that's what you believe.
so, Hima, does your dad know that you drink?
no, no, no. Because
Okay, what if he comes to this podcast and now he
We may drink water, right? Your father doesn't know
yeah,
you drink
water,
water.
coffee.
Come on.
you mean
You know
water?
how many
Yeah,
times you
of
drink
course.
coffee? Okay, water.
Yeah.
The blue water I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's why that was funny, right? Like,
You like
why did that person
water?
have to tell your father that you drink water? Everybody drinks water.
Yeah,
Maybe they
everybody
misspoke.
drinks.
Maybe they
Even
wanted to say that you don't drink
Starbucks.
enough water. Maybe they wanted to say you should drink more.
Ah,
Yeah,
makes sense.
drink more water.
There was this.
Oh, oh, wait.
Yeah.
I think we should talk about this. Like, do you guys know how much water does ChatGPT used
A lot. Yeah.
for training?
I saw that a lot. It wasn't exactly
Like
like
for
water
cooling
use.
down
Yeah,
the
it was
servers?
for cooling the servers,
Yeah,
also for
cooling down
generating
the
the
servers.
electricity that's being used for computing and
It's
everything.
something million liters, right?
Yeah.
For everything.
A lot.
And every
It,
time
it
we
was
use
same with
ChatGPT,
crypto farms,
we
right?
every time we use ChatGPT, they I think it's around I don't know how much liters, but it's a considerable amount of water.
I feel
Like
like
every time we
using it
use
now
it.
it will cost less water because it takes more energy to train the model. Once the model is trained, just getting information out of it is lesser than that.
Yeah, it's lesser, but for training, yeah, I think
For
they
training,
use
it
a
was a
lot.
lot, yeah.
There's not just that, right? When we talk about environmental impact, we need to look on how softwares are creating environmental impact as well. It's not just like manufacturing hardware.
Yeah,
Uh, there was a time when people were so madly into buying GPUs for their crypto trading,
People
mining
don't
Mining.
rigs,
know
and
it yet. Right? People
Yeah,
thinks that software does not affect at all. The web app, it's just a web app. It does not affect
people
at
don't
all.
understand the
But
concept
like
of cloud. That's the thing.
yeah, cloud and servers and everything. It
it's like if one person is trying to dig a mine, the whole horde wants to just dive into it. Same with, I would say, even though there's an extent where it's getting better, but there are the bad players in the system itself who are just going to ruin everything for others. And I feel like I see that in this ChatGPT AI race
Hmm.
right now.
Yeah,
It's
every
just
company, every
same as
country is in this race at this point.
just like cryptocurrency. Hear me out. Cryptocurrency started out with Bitcoin, and I don't know how the craze started going off the roof, but you know how many contracts, how many coins there were, right? There are like more than 1,000 coins, and
Hmm.
all you have to do is just fork it and change XYZ, and that's it.
Hmm.
You're done. You're basically done. You're just replicating it, and same thing is going on. Oh, wait, sorry. And once you create that coin, you're just going to assign a few to yourself, and once you pump it, and then you just sell your share and just dump everything off, and people are just off. And
Hmm.
same with all the AI race that what I'm seeing. It's like they come on in, they create some bullshit AI, and they're just expecting people to throw money.
Hmm.
Although it's not as simple as the crypto race right now, but it's kind of like a same scenario where things are being redundant at one point.
I agree.
That was banter. That was that
No,
was a rant.
no, but that
A,
that made
a bit
me
of both.
remember a few things. So the first thing I remembered was something that Sam Altman had said in one of his previous interviews. So there was this thing where he had talked about the resources that were required to train the model, right? So they of
yeah
course had investors who invested in OpenAI to create ChatGPT, and when they were doing it, the investors asked Sam Altman, "How are you planning to make money out of this?" Sam Altman said, "I do not know. But
yeah. I saw that
but
too.
what we are thinking is once we can make ChatGPT, we can ask it how should we generate money, and it will give us the
Yeah
business model." That was something
yeah.
that really struck out to me. And the other thing was
That he said it as a joke.
I,
People
th-
laughed.
I think it was
People
actually
laughed at it when
true.
he said it.
It could be a joke, yeah, actually.
Yeah, but people thought it's a joke. People laughed at it,
Mm-hmm,
and then now now
mm-hmm.
it's like well
The other thing I was thinking
mm,
about was when you talked about the environmental impact. I still feel like AI has a more greener impact than other industries. Like if AI can
I
eventually
agree.
reduce the amount of times people need to go to the office, thus reducing transportation and fossil fuels and all that stuff, that's fine, I guess.
Exactly. The
yeah
long-term impact is not bad, but if you're looking at the short term, where like Hima said, millions of gallons of water is being
Hmm.
used just to train the model,
Yep.
and
yeah
electricity and everything is in. So sure, in the short term, but when do we stop training models? That's
Yes,
the big
that's
question
the
that
thing.
comes
People
up.
will always keep training to make the latest and better, best version of it.
that's
Exactly.
true. Yeah,
So
even
it's
at
it's
this
like
moment, like till they train ChatGPT, right? They
Yeah.
keep training it.
And the problem is like if it's just one company doing it, it's still fine. But every company wants to do it now, so you're just wasting
Thousands
resources.
of
Yeah.
companies, thousands,
But
maybe
but
millions. I don't know.
they are doing with AI what US did with nuclear weapons back in the days, right? They made enough nuclear weapons for themselves and then they started adding rules and regulations for other countries to make it. That's happening with AI now. So, Sam Altman and those guys in the same Congress meeting that they had, they decided to set up some rules and regulations regarding how AI should be trained and regulated. So this way now they already have the best in class AI models which they can use for anything. But if anybody else wants to make it, they need to take permissions for some reason.
Yeah,
Like many people say like this was a very smart political and diplomatic move. This way you're always ahead of the curve in everything you do. Because if anybody wants to catch up to you, they need to first inform you that okay, we are doing this to get permissions from you, and then you can just do it yourself.
Yeah,
So much tech,
that is
man. So much
actually
tech. Every
being
single day.
Mm-hmm.
US being selfish.
Hey, no, it's fine. No beef towards US. We love US. Give us,
Give us
Yeah,
jobs, give us jobs,
give us content,
give us jobs.
China
give
is
us
fine,
jobs.
but yeah, US.
The thing about adding regulations to AI is still okay. You added regulations, but how are you gonna regulate it? How are you gonna check if somebody is building something? There's no way to check it, right?
That's true. It's just like internet, right? There
Mm-hmm.
is internet. There's the dark web. You could regularize internet a bit, but there's complete different scenario with the dark net. Same thing with AI in this sense, where you could regulate it, sure, but at one point, you're just gonna have to understand that there are going to be the bad players in the system itself who are going to
Always.
start
Mm-hmm.
such a way out.
The thing is, Linus from Linus Tech Tips, he also had a take on this, where he was like, if you add regulations which are too strict, then you're just helping the bad players, because the bad players were not going to stick to the regulations anyway, and the good players who used to stick with the regulations, they're not going to stick with the regulations too now because it's too strict. So they will just do what the bad players are doing as well.
Bad players. Don't be bad.
Listen
Don't
to
be
what your
bad.
parents told
Crime
you when
rate
you were
drop.
5 years old. Be a good person.
Unless
Unless your name is bad,
what if
then
the
you can
parent
be
is
bad,
bad?
yeah. Unless you identify yourself as a bad person, that's also fine. We can't say anything about it. Alright? With
That
that.
that that is another problem, right? People identifying as bad person.
Oh, just a small tangent on this identifying thing. There's recently something I saw. I don't know what to think about this. It sounds logically correct, but I'm not sure what my opinions are on this. So I want to see what you guys think. So there was this thing where the best women sport player for any sport, let's say XYZ sport, there's the best player, right? There are 1,000 men who are better than the best women sports player on for that sport. Do you get what I'm
Oh
trying to
no,
say?
we're gonna get cancelled.
No, 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 no.
Okay, okay.
Hear me, hear me,
I'm going to listen to this.
I
hear
can
me out.
hear it.
Hear me out. So, the reason why men championship and women's championship exist is because we are differently physically able, right? Like, not saying that one is superior to the other, but they have their different physical abilities. Like,
Okay, I'm
women
going.
are women are better at EQ and a lot of thinking, whereas men are more physically gifted where they are stronger. Come on, this is not a liar, this is true. Okay, you
No,
don't
but people gonna come for it. People gonna be like, oh no, you can't say that. Oh, women not
no,
strong like men. This kind of stuff.
I'm not saying that
Okay, just
women
yeah,
are okay. Darshil, you say first.
I'm just saying, out of the survey that is taken out, right? It always turns out in most case scenarios, most
Mm-hmm.
as per the data, I'm saying
Mm-hmm.
it's statistical. As per in most case scenarios, guys always trump women in terms of the
Physical strength.
power, the
Yeah.
raw power, the
Mm-hmm.
physical strength. Yes.
And this is
Just go look at the wrestling as well.
yeah,
There's a transgender dude.
of course there are outliers where there will be some women stronger than men and all that stuff, no questions.
Sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so the real question was not even this. The real question is this. So okay, so for any given sport there will be at least 1,000 men who would be better than the best female player, but if a transgender man who identifies as a woman joins that, how does that work out? Can he join the women championship and be like, I identify as a woman, I should be allowed to take part in this sport, and then just claim to be the world champion in that sport, world female champion in that
Okay,
sport?
here's the thing, right? uh, they're actually allowing transgenders to join either of the,
Mm-hmm.
and people are raising voice. From my point of view, it is completely wrong for a transgender person to go into, just because you identify as someone doesn't mean you have to go into the sport and just kind of, not kind of, completely ruin the
It is
spirit of the
confusing to
sport.
be honest.
That's
You'll
what I
think
was
more
thinking.
like it become more complex.
That is what I was thinking. Initially, I was like, yeah, they should be
Yeah,
allowed to identify as a woman. But then I thought, what about bad players again? What if somebody
yeah.
who is like, let's say, the 500th world's strongest man, it was like, okay, I just want to be the
Oh no,
strongest woman. They just say I identify as a woman, go there, and now they're the strongest women.
they're,
Mhm.
exactly. On top of that, the bad players are kind of stupid. And did I say stupid? No, no. What's worse are stupid bastards. All right.
Oh
It's
my
not bad word. I do not need to blur this out. I'll be honest. I've seen interviews, right? So there's this case scenario where transgender dude joined female swimming team, and now he just goes to the shower room. Do you get see where I'm getting at?
yeah, yeah, that is a confusing. I don't
That
know. I don't
no,
know
It
if
is
it's
confusing.
okay or not okay. To be fair, no. But again, like just making sure people get what you're saying. We're not saying being transgender is wrong or identifying as transgender is wrong. That is completely fine. That is your right to identify as whatever you want to. But then there are people who might misuse that and do something else.
Mhm.
Think about it. Like people can. Okay, one thing everybody agrees is that people identify themselves as transgenders pretty late in their life, right? And they say that they're confused about it. So what if somebody just says that they
Okay,
identify as a transgender, they do weird stuff with the privilege they get because of that, and then they're like, oh, I was mistaken, I identify as a man again, go back. And it works both ways. Sorry for just making it a man topic right now. Even women can do this. They can say that they identify as a man, do the weird stuff, and go back to being a woman. I don't know.
yeah, okay. I'd like to extend to that. Okay, I feel like the way we are not judging. Judging is a strong word. How we classify between male and wait a minute, we have a viewer.
Who's watching?
Oh.
Okay, okay. My
No, no,
friend's
no, it is
watching.
Oh.
me. It is.
No, no, my
Oh,
friend's watching.
I see only one washing now.
Okay, dear viewer, just type it in the chat box.
Oh,
Chat
finally
box, if
someone to
you can
chat.
see.
Who?
The, are they chatting?
We
Nobody
were
chatting yet.
dying without people.
It's fine.
Somebody
I got the
watch
personal
us
DM.
talk.
Somebody
What's
just
this
one
talk?
word. Somebody just messaged
You'll be the
something in the
first
chat.
commenter. Is it the first commenter? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think nobody
Yes.
messaged so far.
No, no, no. Thankful is the first.
Oh
Thankful is the
yeah,
first
yeah.
commenter. But not on the live stream though.
You just said the name again.
It's fine. At this point, we're dropping names
Yeah,
left and
thank you. It's
right.
fine.
Yeah. Fuck names. Anyway, what I was saying, there should be a way to classify between the male and the female. Even though you're transgender, there should be a. You should not be considered. Okay. I think I'm going to be hanged or killed for this shit. But it's like, okay, imagine this. Elon Musk is done with his life,
Mhm.
where he's completely successful. He's doing his side quest now, and he wants to be most successful. No, hear me out. Most successful female CEO as well. So now he's instead of Elon, it's Ellie Musk.
It can be the same name. He doesn't even need to change the name. Yeah.
I mean, that's it. The dude is now fucking woman, and he's going to be doing all the CEO shit that he did as
Hmm.
he was. And is he going to be on the Forbes list as the face, saying the most successful female
Hmm.
entrepreneur?
Yep.
I feel like this needs to be regulated heavily. Like
Hmm. So again, another thing is,
no harm.
we are all talking as uninformed straight Asians. I can't say white male, maybe not white male, but uninformed straight Asians, and we just expressing our opinions on this topic, right? We could be wrong, we could be right, but this is what we are. That is why we're having the discussion, right? If anybody thinks what we're saying is wrong, just put it out in the comment. Don't come after us. We are ready to talk. We'll talk about it in the next podcast, or you can just put it in the live chat if you're here,
Yeah.
and we can reply to you
It,
now.
it, it, it's like, why are you gay, guy? It's like we're not against you. We're
We
just
are
trying to
not.
understand it. We're just trying to talk about
There's nothing
it.
to be
Exactly.
against, right? Like it's just something you identify as. This something you are. The problem that we're discussing right now is, should it be a completely different category, like uh men's championship, women's championship, transgenders championship? I don't know, how does it work?
Maybe they should come up with a different, like, separate category
Because I think what
for
people are
all
not
LGBTQ.
what people are not
Agree, agree.
understanding is the men's championship and women's championship was not created because of the gender that people identify as, right? It was created because people have different physical abilities. That is why we have different championships, so that even women get a chance to represent themselves on a global stage. So there was this,
Man, I
the, there was this thing in chess. So people said, since chess is a game of like mind, right? It's thinking. Why do you have women's championship? And this is a heavily debated topic in that. And most chess players, including the top men and women chess players, they agree that it is there so that there is women representation in the chess world. So now, if you start
Mhm.
just allowing people to transition like that, it becomes weird, right?
It's the same with I guess all the sports out there. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you can wait. Is it tennis? I think tennis allows uh
I am not sure.
everyone to
No,
I
play.
have no idea.
no,
No,
I don't think so.
I mean, okay. My
But
knowledge is coming from anime, so
Serena
don't judge
Williams is better
me.
than many men.
uh, but
By the way,
here's the
what about chess? What about chess? In chess, it must be allowed, right?
No, it's
Like
not.
girl versus boy.
So it's like this.
Why? It
No,
doesn't need the physical.
it is allowed. A girl can play against a boy. That's not a problem. But there is a different women's championship too. You get my point? So
Ah,
there are different categories. There are women's board, there are men's board, there are open board. In open boards, anybody can play. Men's board is like men's thing, and women's board is women's play,
so
right?
open board that anyone can play, right?
Yes, but there's no open
So
board.
that means.
There is
Oh,
no open board
okay.
championship. There is world chess championship men's, world chess championship women's.
Why though? Like chess is okay, right? I mean, it's
No,
just
this is the thing that
thinking both things. Right?
many people are actually debating about, even in the chess world. Like people say, why do women get this separate title and all this stuff? But there are reasons, because historically women have been oppressed, and they still, if you think about it, like women equality and stuff, it has just come up in, I think, a century or so right now. So it's still taking time to give women equal chances to come up in things that they are good at. So it's just like equalizing the
Yeah.
playing field for them until a time where they could uh I don't know how to complete that sentence. Just forget the last five words I say. I don't want to say until
so
I don't want to say until they become better, because I'm not saying that they're not, but I just want to say, like, it's just giving them an equal playing field.
Yeah.
okay,
I think Top G
I
is
see where
gonna
you're getting at. I see it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Top G
how I
is
would reword
gonna
that
reach
either,
out
but
to us soon.
What again?
Top G will reach out. Top G is gonna reach out to us. It's like, oh, I support these guys.
No, but I said in the first few podcasts, like, I'm against the top G ideology of saying, I don't know, he says some weird stuff. I'm against most of the stuff he says. I'm not against most of I disagree with most of the stuff he says.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I disagree with most of the stuff. But some things are true. Like instead of whining
Some.
about something, just go ahead and try fixing it. Like there are some quality things he's saying. Oh my god, we're gonna be cancelled, aren't we?
No, no, here we are. I have something to say about that. That is like the basic example of
There,
toxic
he
masculinity, right? Where you're like, don't whine
eh,
about shit, do it,
he
get it
might
done.
be like
But that is what is
he
leading.
maybe he
That is what is the leading cause for depression in a lot of guys, right? Like them thinking that they can't share their problems with people, and them thinking that they have to do everything that they
No,
have to do by themselves.
but that's how it was constructed for us, wasn't it? It's like guys are supposed to be strong. They're supposed to be the
Mm-hmm.
pillars, or it's like you gotta show your masculinity, else you're just gonna be stomped away,
Mm-hmm.
or someone else is just gonna take over.
But
And
do
now we get the new Sigma Alpha words and all that.
yeah, so I feel like that is how we were raised, like saying that that is how guys should be. But I feel like that is a bad way to look at people. Like people are nuanced, right?
That is true. That is
You can't just be like, okay, every guy needs to be this way. If somebody's like that, that's fine. If somebody's not, that's fine as well. And especially the part
And
where
that's why we support all genders, even the transgenders. Okay, it's okay to be that way. Oh, shit.
I was saying that even the part where you say that if you instead of whining about something, get it done. Not necessarily, right? If
yeah.
whining about something gives you the
No,
emotional support to get it done in a better way, that's better. You need to look at the longevity of
that
thing,
is
right?
better.
Wouldn't you want to live for 80 years and get a lot of stuff done? No, live 80 years and get a lot of stuff instead of like living 20 years and getting some stuff done quickly. I feel like
That
keeping
is
things
true.
in is considered normal, but it shouldn't be.
That's why we are here. We are here to listen to you. So comment down below,
Yeah,
and we'll
somebody
talk to
please
you.
talk to us. We're here to talk. That's the whole reason we do this live, right? So that we can interact with people. But
Yeah,
nobody is
somebody
talking. Yeah,
please.
it would be actually fun if we have somebody to talk to. Right now we're just bouncing off of
The
each
thing is,
other, right?
nobody is even watching. Nobody's
Oh, Kevin,
you're
man,
talking to
Kevin,
uh,
us.
come and be.
I can see on the YouTube
Uh,
dashboard, right? We've got 7 views so far. So people come in and leave.
7 really?
Yeah,
Oh,
the peak we
Not bad.
had was 2. It was 1 2 1 2 1 2 1.
so it may be Kevin or
Or actually, it could
um
just be Darshil and you because the peak was 2,
yeah,
right?
me
No,
me I'm watching. Anyways,
Yep. Anyways,
I'll
that was a
give
fun tangent. Hopefully, we don't get cancelled for that. Let's transition to the next topic.
yeah yeah
transition.
Transition done. The next topic is AR versus VR.
Yes.
AR versus VR.
Let's go. Oh,
Emo, you must have something to say. Give us example of the VR and AR.
there was. Did you know there's another thing called
It's
mixed
Apple
reality?
Vision Pro.
There is AR,
Yeah, yeah, I
there's
heard about
VR,
that.
and then there's MR, which is mixed reality.
Actually, Apple Vision Pro is like mixed reality, right?
No,
Because it has both AR
actually,
and VR.
Apple is AR. It is proper AR. So I was
It is
mistaken
proper AR.
about this before. I used to think
It
that
has, but they market it as VR, right?
do they?
Apple
They
Vision Pro.
don't. So there was this
Right?
MKBHD video recently where they say that Apple in their whole live event they never use the word virtual reality.
VR?
Yeah,
Oof.
in the
It's
whole
not VR if you're interacting with
It
the
is
outer
AR,
environment.
right?
real life stuff, right? So the difference is
No, but it is VR too, right? It is VR and
uh,
AR both.
I used to think that, but like
No, no, no.
I read about this right because I was working for my master's project. So basically, this all comes
Mhm.
under the umbrella called XR, which is extended reality. So everything which is an addition to the reality is XR. Inside that, you've got VR, which is the most common virtual reality. Everything is virtual. Nothing you see is real. It's like you're in a game. And there's AR, which is augmented reality, which is you are seeing real life stuff, but you're seeing stuff augmented to it as well. Like if you see a computer, you see an extended computer screen, that's AR. And it doesn't need to be that your whole environment has to be real. If the whole environment
Like
is real,
using
then it is mixed reality. Remember those Google glasses where not the
so
HoloLens,
using
the
two
Google Glass.
monitors is VR.
Yeah, Google
You
Glass.
using 2 monitors? No, that's not VR, right? That's still reality. You are using an actual monitor. What do you mean?
Yeah.
If you're using a virtual monitor, then yes, that is augmented reality.
Yeah.
And the Google Glass that we're talking about,
Uh,
that is mixed reality, where you see most of the real world elements, but you're adding some augmented reality stuff into the real world elements.
Yeah.
yeah. Basically, when you're having access to the world in front of you as well,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
it's not just like a screen that is to your face. That's when you can completely differentiate between AR, VR. I was thinking like there might not have been much to talk about, but here's something fun. I mean, I would take augmented reality over virtual reality.
Any day.
Uh, yeah, any day. I would say more like 8 out of 10 times because first of all, it would make me much less nauseated
Mm-hmm.
compared to virtual reality. It's like you're just you're looking into a black box, dark box, and it's just a screen that's trying to give you experience. But then when you look around and you see the edges that's just broken and shit
Mm-hmm.
like that, and that's where you're tripping. And AR at this point has much
More
better
practical
use
use
scenarios,
cases. Yep.
yeah, practical use cases compared to VR. So yeah,
Me too. I feel
I've
like
been thinking.
AR has a lot of applications,
Go ahead.
especially in the medical sector.
Yeah, air does
It's not just
not
medical,
only not only medical, right?
defense
There
and
are
all that.
many.
Yeah, defense, medical, education.
I
Mm.
think I've seen one of the pictures for some military purpose where they were controlling drone, sure, but instead of having multiple screens, it's just this guy wearing headset and going on for it. Oh damn! It reminds me of Black Panther where Shuri drives the car, right, with the beat and all that.
I don't remember. Been a while since.
Yeah, it's been a while. It was okay movie. Just kidding. It was nice movie. Second one was okay movie.
I didn't watch the second one either.
What? You have not watched it?
I never got time for it. Even the first movie,
Iron
Okay,
Man.
I
look.
remember I watched
Iron
it
Man.
really late. No, Wakanda Forever.
Oh, I watched it. The first one I watched. Second one I did not. I
Second one.
guess.
I think the first one was good, but the final action sequence, the CGI one, turned me off. And
Marvel's lacking on CGI. I'll be honest.
oh shit, talking about CGI. Uh, he might not know about this, but did you see Adipurush trailer?
Who?
I have
What?
seen man.
It
It's
No.
shit.
sucks.
Shit.
I tried to watch it last
What,
night. I couldn't. It's so bad.
what is it? What is
Uh,
the name?
do you know Ramayan?
Yeah, I know Raman.
So Ramayan, they made a live action version of Ramayan in here recently. Uh, they have some
Uh,
of the biggest names in the industry. The guy who played
what is the name? I'll watch later.
no, don't watch it. Please don't watch it. It's so bad.
No, no, I just wanna see the like.
I'll share a screen after this once we're done.
Yeah, we can do that. Or we can do it on the
Ramayan.
podcast actually. We don't care. We don't get
Is
money.
it
Can we
a
do it?
movie?
Yeah. So the thing is, it used to have a Japanese, Indo-Japanese collaboration anime back in the
Wait,
days.
wait. Is it the one with Hrithik Roshan, Ranbir
No,
Kapoor,
no,
Deepika
no.
Padukone?
What the fuck? Which movie is that
They
actually?
have one called Ramayan. The movie name is Ramayan,
No, no.
and Hrithik Roshan, Ranbir Kapoor, and Deepika
What?
Padukone.
There's a movie with these three
Yeah,
actors which I have not heard of.
yeah, yeah.
I have to look it
The
up,
name is
dude.
I have no idea.
Ramayan.
I've
It's a
never
T
heard of
series.
it. No, the movie that I'm talking
God
about
That
damn.
called Adipurush.
that looks good.
What
Oh, that is good, I guess.
is it an
The
upcoming?
graphics are also good.
Is it an upcoming movie? Because I haven't heard of it.
Holy
They uploaded.
Hima, I'm gonna send you something. You gotta look at this shit, man.
What is it?
It's gonna make you nuts. It's gonna make you nuts. I swear to God, it's gonna make you nuts. Just go to your Byte Banter group chat. I'll send it there. Look at the
Okay.
cast.
Is the guy with A there?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how, but sure.
What the heck? This is not even the Ramayana.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, I know. Still, I was just looking it up, but Cranston came up, and I'm like, wow, how?
I looked
Heisenberg.
Ramayan. I don't see Hrithik Roshan.
The name is Ramayana.
I found.
Ramayana.
Just- Oh, damn. So they're
Yeah.
making content. They're making the movie right now. It's
I think
not
they're
like
still
they.
making.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. I feel like it's just poster.
All right.
It feels like fan fiction for some reason.
No, no, no. Times of India has posted about it already, and on top of that, Film Fair has.
But they
Uh,
have made like a lot of
No, I'm saying that because I was looking at the picture. Right? The picture of Ranveer Kapoor clearly looks like photoshopped. That's not his face on that stuff.
uh, maybe yeah, and it's uncut cinema something.
Yeah, I doubt it.
They have the T series logo. They have the T series logo in the picture, see, but it's uncut cinema.
um, yeah, it seems like it's going to be official. They're going down in the quality, man, especially with the CGI. Oh, oh,
No,
here's something I want to talk
he
about. Like,
says in the description in this concept trailer. It's just a concept trailer. It's not actually happening.
Ah,
It's fan made. They say it's a fan
where
made trailer in the description.
I
I
see.
see.
Wait, you're talking about Adi Purush?
No, the Ramayan thing that you sent me right now. But yeah.
No,
Uh,
you said
earlier talking
bad. You said,
Adipurush. Yeah,
yeah, Adi
Adipurush.
Purush. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, Saif Ali Khan and
It has Prabhas, the character from
yeah,
Bahubali.
Prabhas. Yeah, so it's bad. Is it South Indian?
It's really bad. It's not even about the region, which region it's from, but it's just the CGI is really bad.
Yeah,
Has
CJ
it
is
ever
just
been
bad.
good?
Yeah, always bad.
No, but the thing was,
But Bahubali is okay.
Bahubali was good, right? Like when you watch it, it at least didn't take you out of the movie.
I never watched the full one.
What? You
I
haven't
don't know.
watched
When I see
Bahubali?
this, no, haven't watched the full one. I just watched like part.
No, Bahubali is good. You should watch it. Like,
We
Bahubali is
should do
too much
movie night soon,
that
dude.
unrealistic. I don't like too much
it is
unrealistic.
unrealistic, but that's the level that they are going at. Like when you
I
go for
don't
the
even
movie,
like
you know that that's gonna
Avengers
happen.
last Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even like Avengers Endgame. It's
Mm,
too much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, your
okay.
camera got the
I
4K.
feel like we're gonna be canceled by Disney and Marvel
Blur.
community before the transgenders come and beat us up.
So this title should be getting cancelled from all communities.
Yes, sir. Ham and Caesars and they them.
He, him, they, them, she, him, he, her,
Uh, this,
they,
but
them.
Yeah. Why am I getting hungry at night now?
Is it probably because
dude,
I didn't eat lunch?
that's some virtual shit. That is nice. Yeah, I feel like it's
Ooh.
the weather that's making me hungry.
Oh, I'm back in
Yeah,
focus.
oh, maybe. I want to eat something Indian. Feel like eating something Indian.
You can order
Like,
that in.
I
Oh, there's. Oh, you're vegetarian. Wouldn't matter.
it's too late.
Uh,
what
What?
happened?
7-Eleven have this Indian food now. It's like
Uh,
chicken tikka masala.
yeah, it is really good. It is really good. It's
Oh
expensive,
damn!
but really good.
Yeah, they sell it here as well. The Tesco sells it. He might have a bit of the mix. Do you want some mix?
Oh, I
Balti
missed that.
mix.
I missed
Balti
that.
mix. I
By the way, they sell that the biscuit you used to buy, you used to give us that in
Even
7-Eleven.
hide and seek is
Yeah,
available in
hide and
7-Eleven
seek.
now.
Yeah, hide and
is
seek. Yeah,
what?
that is the biscuit.
And
No,
Yeah,
seriously.
it's
it's
5 baht.
5 baht.
It's only 5 baht.
I I freaking leave Thailand for a few months and they change everything.
Yeah,
From
they have
what?
Remember
hide and seek.
Darshil when you told me this hide and seek how crazy I went. I asked you for like a dozen or something.
went nuts, dude. You were like, what? I mean, that was a time when there was a time when I had to specifically contact my uncle saying, "Hey, are you coming back here? Just bring XYZ. I'm giving you list. Just bring that in the snack bag or something."
It was
But
like
now it's all in
drug
7-Eleven.
dealing.
Like,
Yeah.
You had to know a
Now
guy who knew a guy.
it's,
you have to know a guy who knows a guy and who knows a guy to bring this snacks from India. And also the remember that once you send us some what is that snack, the chickpeas, dried chickpeas kind of thing. That one was
Ah,
really good.
it
I
was
can't remember the name.
it
It's
was spicy,
chole
right?
but dry. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was little bit spicy. It was
I
nice.
know, I know, I know.
Very nice.
I don't remember the name either, but it's not chickpea. It's peanuts, right?
It is
no idea.
chickpeas.
I
It is
forgot, dude.
dried chickpeas.
Oh,
It is
I think
it's
it should be
same.
peanuts.
No. It was dry chickpeas. I remember it was chickpeas.
Was it long?
I'll
Was
send you guys.
long or circle?
It's the same thing that we have for the curry, but the dried and
Because
send you
this
guys.
masala, what is it? Peanuts called in Hindi? I forget. Peanuts.
Uh,
Moongfali. Like
Moongfali.
masala moongfali is a thing, right? Like they roast it with masala and they put it there. I don't know
roasted chana. They
chana.
call it roasted chana. Yeah, roasted chana.
Ah, the black ones, right? The fried ones, not the fried one. I don't know the difference between the black ones and the big ones.
It's
Uh,
same. Black one is healthier, I guess. I don't know.
now how did they make
The
the
big one.
big ones? Do they just soak the black ones overnight?
No, no, no.
No. That's different species, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, different species. Yeah. Patel
Yeah,
roasted
totally
chana.
different species.
Kabuli chana. Oh, there's so many chana types. Chana dal. Oh, I like chana dal, the big dal.
Moong dal. Oh,
Oh shit, this looks so good.
another thing.
Oh,
Recently, AIT had bundi ka laddu also.
it's yeah.
Wow,
They have everything we
But
need now.
only like once a year.
dude,
They have it
dude.
only like once a year. They don't have it at
No,
all.
but
They
if you request them, right, they can make it for us. But like we need to request a good
it is a
amount.
lot of work, right?
Yeah.
Making laddu is a lot of work. Uh,
I go to one Indian restaurant here, and that's it. 15 pounds gone from my pocket
Per meal?
per meal.
How
15?
how much is that?
15,
15 pounds? What the fuck? That is a lot. Oh,
15
that is
pounds in
around
Thai baht.
600, yeah.
10 means like
660,
yeah,
yeah.
around
66.
around 600. Shit.
Uh,
Why?
I mean, you can get
So
so much more in Thailand for just like 300 compared
you
to
can eat a lot
600.
for 600. From a like remember the shop that we used to go there, the one that
Oh, damn. Dude.
that shop is also like really good. You can eat a lot for 600. You can eat until you die
which shop?
for 600. That shop, the one that the I can't remember the Sri something. What's the name?
Shri?
Let's give them the shout out.
The one we went to, right?
Uh,
Vrindavan.
Vrindavan. Right?
Yeah, Vrindavan.
No,
Vrindavan, yeah.
but
It was nice food. I love food.
Vrindavan was better when we went with Darsha for that buffet thing. We went there again once. Remember
Yeah.
Hima, you, me, and Chine?
Yeah.
It
So
was
that day we paid a lot.
it was so expensive
It's
when
so
we buy
expensive.
individual
1,800.
meals. Yeah,
Yeah, 1,800.
To a guy
and
who
we
knows.
and we didn't even get to eat much. Like when we went with you, we ate everything, and it was still just 400 baht.
Yeah. That time we even left a lot because we were like full
Mm-hmm.
and shit. I feel bad. After that night, I got
Yeah,
hungry again. I was like,
I
why did
I missed that. That was so much food, right? We had
Yeah,
That was that was crazy, man. That was
we
we
should
had
go
I
there again.
still cannot get stuff like
We should
that
go
here.
there
Like
again
there's
soon. Like that shop or maybe another Indian.
but the problem is if you go there without booking and stuff, if you just go in a la carte thing, it's expensive. It's cheaper the way we
y-
did it, where we just have a buffet system.
No, it doesn't
Okay,
need to be
I'll
that
I'll pass you
specific.
guys the number. I'll pass you guys
Anything.
the number,
But
and
can we set up a buffet with just 4 to 5 people?
no man.
No,
Yeah,
we have to 10
Back,
people.
back
10
when I
people.
was there, the rule was around 8 to 10 people. So
yeah.
it was supposed to be 10, but then since we know them, we cut it down to like eight, seven.
Didn't we have like 10 people? I remember we had 2 taxis.
We had a lot.
Yeah,
We had a lot.
we had a lot. We had 10. Non was there. James was there. Kevin was
No,
shit.
no, no names.
Just name dropping. I'm name dropping everyone. What's wrong with me?
People are gonna come and kill you. Like, oh shit, why did you drop my name?
Yeah, non's gonna be mad
This
about
this is
this.
people.
Anyways,
This is
like,
people's name, and this is what we are doing.
this
Dropping it.
is people
Drop the name. I oh yeah. Actually, that is the last time we saw Lord Varys.
No,
For me, that was the last time. Yeah, yeah. For
Forest?
me, it was.
Chiang Mai was after that.
No, no, I saw
Was it?
him in the graduation
Yeah,
ceremony. Oh, we will meet him in the
Chiang Mai
graduation.
was after that.
Oh shit!
That was way
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Lord Varys was with long hair,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
in
Yeah.
Chiang Mai he was with short hair. Okay, okay, makes
yeah,
sense.
my short
Wow,
hair and
Oh, did you know
Lord
that
Varys.
your graduation ceremony, your convocation is
it
this
is
November?
in November. November, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Ceremony.
I don't think I can make it.
We can collect your document for you if you want.
Yeah, sure, that
Yeah,
works.
yeah. I'll
Is it
collect it.
useful anymore? At this point, no one's asking for anything. I don't know why.
I didn't
But
even take a single photo with that counting.
Me neither. You took some, right, Darshil, but you
Yeah.
didn't upload it anywhere.
Yeah, you took. Yeah, I didn't take any.
my friend, Himan knows, right? Himan knows, yes.
Who?
The one from Vietnam.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, I won't say the name. I can't even
Yes,
pronounce her
yes,
name.
yes.
I think I know too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So, her friend is like same height as me, kind of similar, and he had the gown, but he's not using it. So she was like, "I want to take pictures, with you since we're all graduating and all that." I'm like, "Yeah, cool, cool." So yeah, I got to wear the gown and do the pictures, but it was like it was okay. It's
I
not like I
I,
get good
I
pictures
could have
anyway.
taken
So
it to Rajidu was
Oh
oh,
yeah,
oh,
that day you
oh.
guys.
One of our friends was taking pictures. He was asking me if I want to take it the next day because he was taking with some of his friends. I could have gone for him with all of his batchmates, all the electrical guys. I didn't want to join them. I was like, it's fine.
so there's this one friend who we name dropped earlier, and he's studying electrical. Don't forget.
It's
Who
like
can that
We,
be?
it's like that,
I
right?
think we named up everyone now.
You guys have read Diary of a Wimpy Kid, right? By Jeff Kinney.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so the cheese, there's the story about the cheese where he was like, okay, I won't tell Dash ate the sacred cheese. And then the next line he was like, yeah, I really won't tell that Rowley ate the Dash. Just like, just give me information, you connect. Okay.
Have you watched the movie, Stanton? Have you watched the
I've
Diary
watched
of the Wimpy
one
Kid
of
movie?
it. I don't remember which one, but I've watched one of it.
Which one was it?
I don't remember.
Was it not
What's
the
the name of
actress
the
name,
movie?
but
Gary or something.
it was really old one.
It's been a
It
while,
was
yeah.
old one. It's been a while. I feel old. Back to virtual reality. Oh, speaking of virtual reality, you know about the Trahan guy, right?
Ryan
For the
Ryan, yeah.
Right,
Ryan
right,
Trahan.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He did one of these concepts where he recorded
24
himself
hours.
in 360.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For a month or something, and then he just created an application
Like,
for
he did a month? That's a lot. I've seen a lot of
it was
YouTubers
not
do it
24
for
hours.
a day or something. Yeah.
So yeah, basically this was that. It's like you go on, you record yourself doing all your chores and everything, and then you create a UI with all the data you have. You just put it, give access to the UI, and you can set time and date and press enter. and that's it. You're in that moment from that time.
Mm-hmm.
So that was quite something.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice concept. When you're thinking of on top of that, when you're thinking of virtual reality, it's like it's for people with, let's say, PTSD. Maybe you're in war, you come back home, but then you just don't feel like you belong here or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. I've seen that a lot in movies, especially Punisher. I love Punisher.
Oh yeah,
Punisher. Uh,
I haven't seen
Punisher.
Punisher yet.
Punisher is one of the best I watch from Marvel, but not better than
it's
Daredevil is.
it is. Wait, what did you just say? Hey,
No,
hey.
I like Daredevil more. I don't know.
Okay,
No,
okay,
Punisher is
that's
also good.
nice.
I think
Punisher is also really
Daredevil
good.
gets the pass.
Almost, almost the same. Like both of them are like connected too, right? So it's
All right, team. I'll ask you a question. Daredevil or Breaking Bad?
oh shit, Breaking Bad. Who would choose something? It's
It
always
was
like
obvious, man. I saw it coming already. He
That's
made me
why
watch Breaking Bad. It was amazing. Breaking
I
Bad's
bet
fun.
like 10 people watch Breaking Bad.
He's
he made me watch Breaking Bad. He made me watch the movie for Breaking Bad.
Oh
Or
yeah, okay.
El Camino.
the only thing he didn't make me watch was Better Call Saul, and that's why I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, Better Call Saul I didn't watch too.
Okay,
I
wait
don't
till he
really
watches it,
like
and then he'll make us watch it.
Daredevil, I remember
but
the
yeah,
Darsha, you
Daredevil is
made me
really
watch
good.
it.
Daredevil I watched it long time back. It was really good.
I
I'm
recently
telling you, Punisher is
rewatched
just
it. Yeah.
2 seasons. Daredevil, right? It's
Yeah.
worth it. I mean, it's not like it's getting old. The third season just goes nuts. Like,
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Uh,
And yeah,
did,
Punisher.
okay, this is going
Go
off
ahead.
MC. Did you guys watch Extraction?
Oh
The
yeah,
one
second
with
part
Chris
is
Oh
Evans.
out,
yeah.
right?
It's out. I watched. It's really good. You should watch it.
Don't spoil it.
Oh,
Don't spoil it.
don't spoil it,
Don't
don't
No, no,
spoil
spoil it.
I'm not spoiling it. Yeah, I wouldn't say anything. Like I'm good at not leaking spoilers.
it.
But like, watch it. It's really good. I can watch it again if you
Yeah,
guys
Okay.
want. I watched it twice.
yeah.
Like the same day I watched it.
Twice already.
I watched in the afternoon and then I watched it in
Damn.
the night again.
You guys won't believe that I haven't watched a single movie this year yet. Until
What
this
the
day,
fuck, man?
I haven't watched a single movie. Only the one we watched in Discord, remember? Then that one was I left in the middle. I didn't watch it fully.
I watched a lot this year.
Is he just
I even watched The Little Mermaid. That was such a bad movie.
I haven't
ah?
watched a single movie shit like
Okay,
since
what?
this year
Chandan,
beginning.
Chandan. This is a controversial topic as well. You know how the race has changed completely, especially in Little Mermaid. Do you think it does it justice?
Uh, I didn't watch the original Little Mermaid, so I do not know which character's race was changed. But there's a similar debate going.
Ariel.
There's a similar debate going on around with the Mario movie, where Mario doesn't have the accent and how they played it off. Did you watch the Mario movie?
Yes.
Ihima, are you fine with dropping spoilers? It's not a big spoiler, but
Yeah, yeah, it's okay.
so basically Mario has an Italian accent, right? But in the movie, Chris Pratt is acting Mario, so they didn't want him to do the accent for the whole movie. So they just say that oh, it was they just did that accent for an advertisement, and after that he just has a normal accent. So I I don't know. For the thing is, yeah, this is debatable, right? The thing is,
Okay. Yeah.
for me personally,
Uh,
it didn't matter that much. But I can see how the Italian community could be sad because they're losing jobs or potential jobs. It's the same thing about the Indian representation in Hollywood, right? Before people would cast a white actor to do an Indian role for some weird reason. And when you allow the people from the correct race do their own roles, that way you're allowing more representation from that country, right? And that way you do away with a lot of
that is
stereotypes. So I'm not sure about the Ariel character, like if it was a good thing or a bad thing. I didn't mind because the whole movie was
true.
bad. Like I am
Fair.
with musicals. Like I like musicals, a lot of them. Like I enjoyed that movie. I don't remember the names, but a lot of musicals I enjoy watching them just because of the songs and stuff.
Greatest Showman.
Yeah,
It was a good movie.
the movie, yeah, The Greatest Showman. But this movie, it just didn't have it. It felt too childish, and it wasn't even childish in a good way. It was childish in a very weird way. Like I can guarantee even like if kids saw it, even they would get bored of it. It was that bad.
I mean, the reason I asked this is because I grew up with Disney going
Mm-hmm.
on in my house, right? There used to be Little Mermaid going on, there used to be Cinderella,
Mm-hmm.
and all the Barbie movies and all that. On top of that, the other Disney stuff, Mickey Mouse, Clubhouse, XYZ. And I used to be growing up with that, but then now when they're recreating everything, it just feels like something's off.
Mm-hmm.
They're not sticking to the script. There is the LGBT force forcefully added
Mm-hmm.
to the characters that are not even gay or something. So uh, I would say it's debatable. Sure, it's like this is the woke generation, and it's people have their opinions, and people will find anything and everything to get mad at.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You can't please everyone.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main thing. So just wanted to see your point of view on Ariel itself. Like,
Yeah.
is
Like I said, personally, I don't really care what race plays the character, but I can see how people in the industry could be affected by making this a norm.
did you know Robert Downey Jr. played Black Man?
In which movie?
I'll show it to you. Tropic Thunder, man, it's crazy. Okay, look. Now I'll not spoil it. I'll show it to you. God damn, it's good. Hima, have you seen Tropic Thunder? I'm pretty sure you've not seen
No,
Tropic Thunder.
no,
Okay,
no, no, I haven't.
we'll watch it. We'll
Oh,
watch it.
oh,
It
oh.
it's classic.
Yeah. The new Spider-Man movie. Have you guys watched it? Spider-Verse.
Oh no, I
I
have to go
haven't.
watch it.
I'm
Watch it.
planning to
Watch
watch
it.
it yet.
It's good. I wouldn't say what I was about to say,
Mm.
but another thing I want to say: the Indian Spider-Man, right? He's voiced by the taxi driver from Deadpool. And the whole movie, I was like,
Oh,
I know this voice. Where did I hear this voice? Where did I hear this? I went back and checked. It was that guy. He did such a good job. It sounds so good with that character.
That and second thing, the Lego Spider-Man was animated by some kid,
Oh,
14-year-old
I didn't know
child.
that's cool too.
But people are getting mad at that as well. I mean, sure, the kid has got skills,
Mm-hmm.
but now they're mad that the kid literally recreated the whole trailer itself. You're copying everything in
Mm-hmm.
your own style, and people are giving you praise for that. So they're not happy for him succeeding either. So it's kind of sad that people are getting mad at each and every little things
Yep.
instead of enjoying it. Oh, goddamn, it's raining.
yeah.
Okay, I should not be complaining. I was just talking about how people are.
Movies. Did you guys watch Fast X?
Oh yeah, dude, I'm
Not yet.
telling you,
I
CGI
came across
sucks.
the movie.
CGI sucks,
I did not watch it. I'm planning to.
man. You gotta watch it. Jason Momoa, like that guy is he's the epitome of manly guy. Okay, when you think about Jason Momoa, you're like, okay, it's Jason Momoa. He's the big, strong guy, and um, is
Just
it going to focus?
keep talking. I'm just doing the blur thing.
Oh,
There we
okay, it's
go.
back. It's back. It's back.
Ah, yeah,
It's gone
but
again.
now,
No, it's not. I can see
No, no,
myself.
it's back. It's just, it's just my eyesight.
but now
Okay.
in this movie, he's acting all feminine, doing nail polish, doing his hair and all that. It's like, okay, I kind of
uh,
spoiled it, didn't I?
no, not
It's
really.
fine.
It's just a character trailer.
They should
I feel like
imitate that Valley Girl accent, American Valley Girl accent.
our friend does that
Sorry, what?
very well.
The Valley Girl accent. You don't know the Valley Girl accent? The
Eh,
American girl's
It's like
accent.
the
Not every girl, it's only the Valley.
spoiled girl accent. I don't know.
Yeah. Go,
Oh, shit. Okay.
go south,
Oh, do
friend.
do you want me to
Go
do it?
south. Yeah, imitate.
Oh my God, what are you talking about?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, now that you say that, it sounds very close to one of our friends who we did name drop before.
Oh, 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 we cannot say the
Yeah,
name.
come on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ah.
Getting back to Fast and Furious, I feel like for Fast and Furious, I lost interest in the whole franchise once I stopped caring about the plot. Like I think after Fast 4 or Fast 5, I don't remember.
Fast Five,
I don't
yeah.
remember the plot anymore. So that means like none of it really mattered.
Uh, until Paul Walker gone, like I enjoyed. Until Fast Seven, yeah, I enjoyed.
I mean, it started out as racing. Now there are super spies, people going to space in cars. Like, what?
Yeah, it's getting too much
Did,
now.
did you hear about the rumor that they're trying to collaborate with Transformers franchise
I wouldn't be surprised to be honest at this point.
for family?
At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if they in the future movie they're like Dom was an alien and that's why he's so strong and shit.
Yeah,
There was that rumor that there's because it's all Universal, right? So there's Fast and Furious family going with Transformers, and there was another where they time travel somehow, go back to the Jurassic era, and there's Jurassic World. I was like, come on, just keep it believable.
No, I think that ship has sailed. Like they can't do it anymore. At this point, they have to do something extreme. People are going there to see how extreme it can get at this point.
true.
Th- There's one dialogue you'll hear in the movie itself that it talks about the extremities they were going through. Like it's really clear, and I
Like,
think it's meant to be
uh,
joked about.
mhm. I believe Marvel also had the same issue post Endgame, since they introduced the concept of time travel in Endgame. So the death of characters doesn't mean anything at this point, because any character that dies can be
True.
brought back. Multiverse, it can be brought back.
Also, too many characters. Shit, you don't even know. It's the same thing that happened to DC. Remember that series like Flash and all? It's too many. Like you can't process. It's too many superheroes and
I
villains.
haven't really followed DC so much, but for Marvel, I
I
think
watched a lot. Flash. I watched Flash. That
I
I
think
watched Supergirl.
Why did you have to
Yeah,
come in and
yeah,
do that?
exactly,
I used to.
Yeah,
exactly.
that was
I used to
random.
watch.
What are you trying to say?
I used to watch
He's like,
Supergirl like
I,
every
I want
episode.
Supergirl.
What do you mean, Hiva? I can say this openly. I used to watch Powerpuff Girls. I enjoyed that shit.
I
Supergirl.
used to
Yeah,
watch.
Power.
I told right.
No,
I
no,
used
I
to watch
didn't.
Disney Princess shit. It's
It's
fun.
fine.
It's
Yeah,
nostalgia.
it's
I
fine.
didn't watch
It's fine.
Super.
You don't have to come and be like,
Powerpuff Girls.
I want Supergirl.
No, Supergirl was good. Supergirl was good.
I haven't watched it though.
Superman was also there.
I haven't
Nobody
watched
gives a
Oh
Superman.
yeah, yeah.
shit about Superman in that series. Like they don't give a shit about Superman. It's all about Supergirl.
But
Now back to the Marvel thing. I don't
like
feel like too
With
many characters is the problem. I feel the problem is they are trying too hard to connect everything. Like some movies, I feel like it's fine even if it's not connected to every other movie. Just keep it a standalone movie.
yeah, and you don't need post credits scene.
For
That is
for
something you
every movie, yeah. For like in
exactly.
phase
Mhm.
one, they did it because they were building up to Avengers, right? At this point, okay, like
That made
yeah,
sense.
to take a break, just let a few movies breathe, let them
Wait,
establish
wait.
themselves
Actually,
post Endgame.
Ant-Man new movie came out, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, he might
Yeah, I
suck.
didn't watch.
it's
The
not.
I didn't
CGI is
watch it.
so bad. It's not like the Marvel quality
I
that used
told
to
you
be.
guys,
You know,
right?
I would
It's
still
six
prefer the
months
2008
half.
Iron Man over this.
Hmm.
Yeah, half of this year gone, and I haven't watched a
No,
single
I'll tell
movie. I
you,
don't know what
this
I
year,
did.
if you have to watch a movie, watch Guardians of the Galaxy. The only good movie I've watched this year.
No, I'm not talking about like only in theater. I'm talking about even in
Yeah,
Netflix
yeah.
or the phone or
I'm saying
anywhere.
that
I
like
haven't watched.
if you want to watch something, watch Guardians of the Galaxy. Trust me, it's
Oh,
worth it.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Did you
Yeah.
watch the first two movies?
No, no, no. I haven't
Uh,
watched any
okay,
Guardians
then
movie.
you might not enjoy it as much.
But
But
I'll go watch Superman. Oh, not Superman, Spider-Man. Shit. Superman.
it's
Superman's cringy.
Spider-Man is still up.
Still in theaters.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
What is the other Marvel movie that's coming up soon?
oh yeah, dude. Next week, Secret Invasion is coming out.
Oh yeah, yeah, I saw some people who saw the pre-screening talk about it.
It sounds promising. I mean, the trailer looks really amazing as well. I mean, the way they're going raw, but it's like I don't know. Everything is just so CGI
Mm-hmm.
focused that it's kind of like ruining my taste.
The reason I couldn't, I think I didn't follow up with Secret Invasions as much is because the whole Captain Marvel storyline, I never liked it. This whole thing is connected to Captain Marvel line, right? Where you will be looking at scrolls. I don't know.
It scrolls, yeah,
Scrolls,
scrolls.
yeah, and how they took over Nick Fury during Spider-Man No Way Home and all that stuff.
Even Spider-Man's kind of losing the touch.
I still feel like Spider-Man was still fine. It was
I mean,
still a fun movie to watch.
it was
Wait,
the
what?
second
You
one,
mean
however, was dumb.
the multi, not the one that came out recently,
Mm-hmm.
No, no,
anime
no,
one?
No,
the
no,
You
one
no.
mean
before that.
The anime
I'm
one
talking
was
about the one before that.
really good. The animated one, it's really good. We're talking about the live action one
yeah.
with
Everyone
Tom
says
Holland.
it's good. Yeah, that's why I want to watch. Everyone says it's good.
I really
The
loved
anime.
Moon Knight. I must say,
Moon Knight was
Moon
good.
Knight
Oh,
was.
Moon Knight. Moon Knight. Okay, I watched it too.
Uh,
The
uh
every
Did you
episode.
say it's okay? Come on, man.
No, no, no. It is good. It is good. Yeah, it is good.
for all of the
It
I like
was
it.
good. It was
Disney Plus
basic.
series, I feel like I would rate Moon Knight followed by Loki, followed by
Loki's coming out this year.
mm-hmm.
That's nice.
Well,
Yeah.
Like back then
I want to
Marvel
do
was
a.
releasing one series every month, I remember. Now it's slowed down again.
Can you
That's
guys
nice.
check the Byte Banter line group? Like, I just
Yeah,
want to see
sure.
something.
I got it. Hima, you sent it Pidney.
No, no, no. Byte Banter. I just wanted to see the reaction. Is it
Well,
like actually funny when you see it?
what is that?
Yeah, Tandin, go check
Yeah, I said, but I don't get it.
it. Yeah, that
It's
means it's
fine.
not funny yet. You know, I just wanted to see whether you guys the reaction, like, is it funny at first, or
And somebody
like
just
there's this meme.
somebody just fell, right? Like nothing funny.
But they're trying to see it properly, yeah, and they
So
feel
funny.
Oh, I see.
no, it's not that funny, yeah.
You know who fell? Lord Varys fell, and that was funny. I
Forest.
still am not taking my statement back. Varys, come on, man, come back.
Well,
We just want to see you're doing
yeah, we
okay.
just want to have a
I
guest on
saw
this podcast. It'll be fun having you around, talking to you,
I
getting our
saw
pictures.
Forest watching my stories.
Can you put up a story inviting Warris to the podcast? Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
tag him and wait for him to reply.
we
Father's
should just
Day.
tag him, right?
Maybe.
Varys, if you're seeing this, we love you. Come back.
Mm,
Oh, we went really far away from VR and AR. But
Uh,
here's something I really want to talk about. Uh, the only place I would take VR over AR would be in gaming. Hear me out.
mm, mm, mm.
You know how there are these simulators like whole rig, especially with the racing simulators where you have the feedback controls,
Mm-hmm.
feedback, especially with the steering and all that
Mm-hmm.
mechanics that they're adding there. So if you don't want your $3,000 monitor to fall down and break, you can just try having a headset, and you're gonna have that immersive experience. Second is the aircraft simulators, where you can actually feel like a pilot flying plane,
Why does it feel like
not through the
he must
buildings.
rolling a joint?
what? No, no,
Hima
no.
is the joint.
My charger is not working
Why
well.
why is your blurring acting so weird, Hima?
It's the Discord
Oh,
blur. That's
it is Discord blur. Okay, now
Oh,
it's
it was
back.
his chair. I'm blind.
Wait, so okay, we're off. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
we're
to
back.
conclude,
We're
yeah.
back
we back.
with X. Oh,
But
did I kept it open?
what?
The X it must be evaporated. Oh, I still have this. Actually, this keyboard. Remember, you guys gave me.
I have it too.
Yeah, and I have this too. I have like everything you guys gave. This, and that neck thing.
Where is it?
Oh yeah, this one. See, I didn't use it at all. I
Actually,
used it after I bought the MacBook. I didn't use
I used it for a while, and then
it.
when I bought the new keyboard, I stopped.
I feel like the
Is that
MacBook
Logitech?
keyboard is like good.
It is good. It's not. It's not really good
It
actually.
is good. It is really good. Yeah, it is really good.
It's just when I bought the mechanical keyboard, I preferred using that over there. It has better like
Should I sell
Speaking of
it for
keyboard,
2,000?
do you guys want to go coding right now?
sure.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Good transition.
Good transition.
Yeah,
Yes, yes. Keyboards. Logitech. Give us
yeah.
the keyboards, not your webcams. Right.
Actually,
We
Logitech
are
have
Uh,
really,
on
really
the
good
screen.
mouse,
Yep.
really good
the
mouses,
screen
right?
we are on. Right. Okay, I'll give you guys a question now. Let me set a scenario for you guys. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys played Scary Maze? Do you
No,
know Scary Maze?
no, I have.
Nope.
Come on. Uh, okay. Give me a sec. I'll start out by giving you an image that you can check.
What
Does
is
it
that?
work?
Oh, it's that
Uh,
image.
Does it
Okay.
work?
okay.
Yep.
It's trying
What is it?
to
It's not working.
redirect you to
Something.
tinker.com.
Yeah,
Okay,
something
it's
Don't
size
play
or
the
wait.
something.
game. Don't play the game.
I'm wondering how can I show it on the stream?
It's fine. Don't worry about it. They know the Scary Maze. I'm pretty sure they know Scary.
All right.
Okay. What is? Wait, wait, let me. So I didn't get the game though. We had to watch it, right?
So I have to just drag the
Uh,
blue dot around to the end. Oh shit!
yeah.
I touched the border. Hey, hey.
He
Oh,
wants
you
to
had to
play it
go.
once.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
You
he
had to
will
go
play it.
until
Wait,
the.
let me share my screen to the
How do you feel?
podcast.
How do you feel?
If
I
you
mean,
Just play it, man.
drag it around, Hima.
how do you lose? What the? Wait, wait. I was, I was waiting until the losing.
Uh,
there,
Shit.
that is losing. You get scared. Okay, but
give me 1 second.
here's the
I'm
thing.
about to set it up on OBS so everybody can see it. Just 1 second.
Mhm.
You guys
So
Anyway,
you guys can keep
when you
talking. Yeah.
when you touch
okay.
the wall,
So
you lose. You
I,
lose,
I
right?
I don't
When
know.
you
I'm
touch
not
the wall.
sure about this mechanics, but here's the thing. What I want you guys to do is I'll use pen and paper here as well.
Yep.
I'm gonna give you a hard guideline where you have to create a grid. Let's say 10 by 10. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And every time you run the program, it should generate a grid that is 10 by 10. You can do anything. You can try using GUI. You can just go CLI where you're just using ones or zeros. What I'm just giving hints as here as well.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 by 10 grid, you can go any method you like, how much ever time you have, 1 hour. And w- imagine if the wall is zero, the path is one. So you have to create a path that generates itself
Mm-hmm.
randomly. You get it?
Uh,
And it
Wait,
should not always be the straight path. Like try getting as many curves as possible.
wait.
so we have a 10 by 10 grid.
Mm-hmm. Within the
I didn't
grid,
get the.
zeros will show walls, one will show paths, and what are we supposed to generate?
You're supposed to generate path in the. You're just supposed to create maps for a game like this.
So will you give us the grid?
Uh, I'm just gonna tell you that grid is 10 by 10.
No, so we make our own grid and then we find the path within it. I don't get that part.
I kept Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I kept this arbitrary, okay? It's
Mm-hmm.
like I'm not giving you guys a grid because I don't know how you guys like to approach it. Maybe if you're going with CLI, then it's very simple where you're just going with zeros and ones. But if you're going with GUI, then it's completely different case scenario. So I was not
Uh,
sure about
uh,
how to give it to you guys,
could you give us an
but here's the thing.
example of what the input would be?
Yep.
Actually, there's no input, is there? It's simply just creating
So you
a
just
path
generate it. So
when you run.
there is no input, and
You just generate random paths, right?
That's correct.
so we generate a random 10 by 10 grid with random values 0 or 1, and then we need to
Yeah.
find ones in that grid.
Or mm, yeah, I don't get that part too. It
Wait.
means that you just generate like random ones and zeros in a 10 by 10 grid, or
Let me. Yeah, okay, I can do that. There we go. Shit. Uh,
Completely random maze. The maze should be 2D grid of cells where each cell can either be a wall or an empty space. Maze should be of a specified
you get
size
it?
and it should have a single entrance, and it does with the writing a program that will
Okay.
generate a random maze. Ah, I see, I see. So we need to make sure that the path is connected, right? From the beginning to the end.
okay. So the path should
Yeah.
be ones, right? Ones should be connected, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. That's pretty much it. It's simple. Don't worry about it. So
Maze should
just
be a 2D grid of
write an
cells.
algorithm that is going to generate different maps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so let me
You
get
guys okay with
a
that?
quick question again. I
So
guess I kind of get it.
can we check
So
from
basically, we just need to have a function called generate maps. Every time we run that function called generate map, it should return us a different 10 by 10 grid, which has random values of
Yes,
0 and so on. The only thing we need to make sure is there is
yes.
at least one path which exists from the start to the end point.
No. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something like
It
that.
should have a
There should be
single
one
entrance
path that.
and a single exit, right? And where are this entrance and exit?
Anywhere. Imagine this. Start from the bottom of the map, end at the top of the map, just to make it simple.
All right, so it should have only two edges, right?
Two edges. Yes. In the correct answer, it should have two edges that starts at one point of the map and ends at the other end of the map.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
So, I don't know what he missing, but for representation, I feel like we can just have a list of lists. What do you think?
Yep. Yep,
So,
we can do that.
we
It's
can,
like a matrix, right? You mean like a matrix?
yeah, basically.
that's a good approach. That's
So
how I tried.
it's like this, right? We start from the first point, the starting point, and then we check
Mm.
every direction. Like there's 8 directions, right?
Mm-hmm.
In if there's one cell, there's 8 other directions that the one can go. I mean, the path can exist. So you check whether that
Uh,
one exists in that every possible direction, and if one is there, you go to that direction, and from there you check. You do it like recursively.
the thing is, if we were given a maze and we were told to find the path, I would have gone that route. But right now, the question is to make the maze. So I don't think we need to do
Oh,
any of
make
it.
the maze.
Yeah.
Oh, then
Yeah, you're
it is
supposed to make the
similar than
maze.
that. Okay, then it
It's quite
is.
simple. It's straightforward.
Yeah, yeah. See,
It was meant to be confusing, but
So Darshil, you are asking us to make all
3,
possible
4, 5,
paths,
6,
or
7, 8.
only like
not
just
all
random?
possible. Just random path. He must just make one random path that is supposed one random correct path that is supposed to just start at the one part of the maze and at the second part, like
Yep.
a map.
Okay.
You know, if you're adding other paths as well, that is leading you nowhere just to add confusion. That's like your additional points.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, what
But
I'm
you cannot afford it.
thinking is, if this was the maze, right? This first row,
Uh huh.
in the this whole first row should have, okay, this whole first row, the last row, the first column, and the last column. This we can only have two ones in these ones because we only have a single entry and a single exit. Do you get what I'm saying?
Chill, chill, chill. We're not playing Sudoku, so don't worry about it. Uh,
No, but
shit.
I think
Sorry, bad joke.
Yeah.
No, no,
yeah,
I
I
understand
think
you.
we need to
What you said what you said makes sense. Yeah.
Set
There
criteria,
should
yes.
be only one and one. So
so
one entrance, one.
two, right? So we can just touch that area twice,
Wait,
and
so Wait, I want to make sure one thing. Like, so the entrance should be in this row.
Four
Okay.
corners, right? Either the first
Yes,
row, last row, first
it's
column,
either
last column.
Okay,
yes.
One of the
only
I
edge.
for
mean, it's 10
entry.
by 10,
Okay,
so
Yeah.
basically anywhere.
okay.
So we
Yep,
can have two things on the edge, and then we need to make sure that the internal part connects the first thing to the last thing. Do you get that,
yep,
Hima?
yep,
So,
yep.
mm, I think the most important thing we need to worry about is making the first point the last point, entry point, exit point, then connecting it, and the rest of it we can just randomize it.
Yep, yeah.
So, okay, let's think about it. So, let's say this is our entry, right? Just for now, let's say this is entry
Yeah.
and
And let's
entry, and this is
this.
exit. So, how should we connect this now? Let's think about that. So far, what we have got is have
So if
two
this is one.
ones in the edges, one for entry and one for exit. One for exit. The second thing that we found was connect the entry to the exit. We need to discuss how to do that. And the final thing is fill in the rest with random. Fill in the rest with
Okay, then
randoms.
I got one idea.
Okay, how?
So first we start with entry point. We
Mm-hmm.
choose some point from these, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we set that point to one. And
Yes.
then we randomize some direction from this, like this direction, or this direction. Wait, you guys can't see my point, right?
Yeah. If you highlight it, we can see it.
Okay, so from tell me one thing, from entry, what can be paths, like from E, like if this is one,
Mm-hmm.
E, F, G can be ones, right? And it is a
A-
valid path, right?
Anything is fine. We just need to make sure entry is touching exit at the end of it. Like there should be a line of
Yeah,
111
Yeah.
that goes from entry to
yeah.
exit.
I still don't get how it's gonna touch. Like, so entry
It needs to be
after.
horizontal or vertical. I don't think diagonal works.
Okay, so E and no D and F won't work, right? In
D,
the this row.
yeah, D is not connected to F. Yep.
Yes, yes, yeah.
Okay, so
But
E and
is D connected to E? No, right?
D is connected to E, yes.
Also, even diagonal
You're
works.
so, okay, so that
wait,
means
no.
if
I mean,
one
not
is here,
diagonally.
Okay, so only
this D can be one.
vertical and horizontal.
Yeah, vertical and horizontal.
I see.
I see. So D, F, and this F, right? Not F, actually E. This
Uh,
E and D and F.
I think I shouldn't have named it ABCD. It's hard with everything
Yeah,
in
yeah,
it.
Yeah,
yeah.
it is kind of
Yeah,
confusing.
yeah.
The
No,
way we
but
put.
okay, let's just say this. So if you see this, right? This A and B is connected. This
Yeah.
A from the first row and A from the
A
second row
and
is
A.
connected. A from the first row and
Okay,
B
okay.
from the second row is not connected.
Oh, it's not connected, right?
Yeah,
Diagonal is not
diagonal is not
connected.
connected. Yeah, so just horizontal and vertical.
That is good. Yeah, it makes it simpler actually. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think what Hima you're saying right
Okay,
now,
so
we first select the entry and exit
we
randomly.
first set the entry and then we choose from all the possible directions. Like check all the possible directions and we
Mm-hmm.
set that to one. And then we randomize another possible direction, set into one, and then we go until we find the exit point. Like that. So we all
Uh,
the time we randomize, right? So it will generate only the random paths because we use some random or some kind of library to randomize. We go from point to point randomizing until
ah,
we it
Okay.
finds
I
it.
see it. That
Did you
is
get it?
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
useful.
That will make an
Something like that.
interesting maze. Yeah, it won't be the most
Yeah.
optimized straight path, but we don't need a straight path, right? We need it to be a maze.
Yeah.
You don't need a straight path, of
Mm-hmm.
course.
Randomize all
Yeah.
directions. And when we
Randomize from
randomize,
each
yeah, check if is not one. If it is one, we just pass it and we randomize again. If it is not
yeah,
one, then we
yeah.
can go ahead and and recurse basically. I don't
Very well.
I don't know if
Yes.
recurse is the
Smart
word,
thinking.
but I don't know. Is recurse a word? I don't know to say make it a recursive
No,
function.
I don't know.
It's
And
fine. It's a word
yeah,
for now. Let's go
yeah,
ahead
it
with it.
is nice.
All right. So
Yeah.
for this, you want to do this, Ema? Uh, which part do you want to take? The first one, the second one, the third one?
Mm,
So
so
we
I'm still thinking about how are we gonna like how the the start gonna be? First, we gonna make a random 10 by 10
If
matrix, or
mm-hmm.
we start with 0, 0, 0, all 0,
Wait, if
and we
pause equals exit. If pause
Are
is
you literally commenting? Okay, okay. I thought you were coding in the comments. I'm like, wow, OP.
wait. So for starting, what we do is we just randomize 10 by 10. Actually, let's just keep everything 0 by default, and then let's go
yeah,
off
yeah,
of
yeah, we
that.
can do that. Yeah,
Yeah. That's not that hard to
That's
do.
smart. Yeah.
I think
yeah. So
there's some numpy function to do it directly, or we can do it manually if you want to.
Oh, of course, you guys can
that's
use internet or anything you like. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
don't worry about it.
So step one is generating this 10 by 10 matrix filled with zeros. Step two
yeah.
is randomly choosing an entry and exit on this from one of the edges. Step three would be. Oh, you want to do that? Wait, let me just Google how to do it with NumPy.
We can just manually set it. It's fine,
How
right?
to initialize 10 by 10 Python with
1,
0.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No, no, let's just do it properly so that it's done there.
Uh,
Uh,
I was
you
kidding.
know, you have to use list
It's-
compression. Python 0. Python 0's shape is that thing. And Python 0 is 5. Okay. If I say np 0 is 2 comma 1. That one. Uh, init maze equals np 0 10 10 and make.
Okay, so init base is the 0, 0, all zeros, right? Can we
Mm-hmm.
just print it and check?
Import it. Let's do it. Numpy as np.
Yep.
Wait, I don't have numpy installed. What's happening?
Oh, maybe this different environments and stuff.
No, it's working.
You need to care about that.
Oh, it's saying
Okay.
no. Let me just install it. It's fine.
Number and
It says it's already satisfied. What's the problem then? Let me try
I can't
changing
run
the.
from here.
Let me try changing the environment. Oh, it works. Okay, I see it. I don't know if
Oh,
you guys can see it,
nice, yeah.
but it's fine. It's is it 10 by 10?
It
Ah,
is.
1,
yeah,
2,
I see
3,
it.
4,
It is 10
5,
by
6, 7, 8, 9,
Oh
10.
no!
Oh, it's
Wait, what?
0.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Oh,
9.
it's
Okay,
not.
it is. It is.
It is 10 by it's 10 by 10. Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to check one thing. So how do we loop through it? Does it work like a normal list? If I say init maze 0, will it print the first line? Yeah, it does. And if I say
Can you
0,
try 0, 0?
I think it should
Yeah.
work. It is a list of. Yeah, it works. Okay.
Okay, it works. Yeah.
Okay, so the first step is done where we have
Okay.
initialized the stuff. Let's put everything inside
Yeah.
the function. Define create maze. Create maze. It doesn't take any input. And the first thing it does is it makes
So,
an initial maze. And then
yeah.
this one we'll just keep it outside. And let's just call create maze. Create
Another
maze.
function, right? For the
Yep. And inside create maze, we need to set wait, let's say entry comma exit equals
oh, okay. Just
find
random from
entry exit. Let's make it a function where we
okay.
just pass the init maze. Let's keep this at the very bottom.
Mm,
Okay, so find entry exit, and once we get the entry and exit, we can also have
Find entry exit means randomize, right? So we need import
random too. Yeah,
random.
I might have to
Yeah,
install that.
random.
Oh, it's there as R.
Is it there?
Import as R. So for find entry exit, what we need to do is we need to or let's just say I is the x-axis, right? What we can do is what are the possible values that we have? It can
We
be
can do like,
zero.
but if we do like for I in range, this init mesh, it's gonna return 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
For I mean, the length of this is 10, right?
Length
Length
of
of this.
uh-huh. But we can't have
Or
it
can we just
inside, right?
directly,
That's the problem.
we know that this is 10 10, so can we just directly use, because the input is always gonna be 10 10, right?
Yeah, but the thing is,
Can
Yeah.
we can't have the middles be the edges,
Oh,
right?
Yeah,
you could
so we
actually.
use the
You don't have
last
to
one
worry
and
about that.
like this. So we have mesh, right? Let's say
Mm-hmm.
init mesh
So
is mesh. So mesh 0 is the first one,
Mm-hmm.
and mesh -1, right? Is it -1? The last one?
Last row, yeah.
Yeah. So
But
from last row we randomize
no,
like
but
random.
it can be the middle rows as well, right? For the middle rows, it can be the first column or the last column. Like, can you come back here? It can be this one, right?
Yep.
This is the middle row. It can be the first column of the
yeah,
middle row.
No, mesh 0 is always this row, right?
No,
Mesh
just for
0 is always,
simplicity,
it
I
is the
think you guys
four
can go top
edges.
and bottom.
No, I guess we can fix it. That's not a big issue. It can be any of the four edges,
wait,
Seema. Think of it like a
Are
box.
we timing this? I did not start a
did I
timer yet.
did I
I did not.
misunderstand something?
So
Oh,
it's like this.
so
Okay,
the
For,
other
okay.
way.
for the entry and exit, it
It's
needs
fine.
to enter or exit from any one of the edges. So it can be either any one of this, any one of this, or these ones also, like these ones. The first row, the first column from each of the rows, or the last
I
column
see. I
from each
didn't
of
know
the
that. I
rows.
thought this cannot be.
It,
I
it,
thought
it, it can
this.
be because we're just entering a maze, right?
It can be this whole thing, right?
Yeah.
I see. I see. I see.
So what I was thinking was, actually, what I was thinking, if you think about it, one of I or J needs to be either 0 or 10. Do you get my point?
One of I O J. What is I? What is I? And what is
Let's say
J?
one of row or column. One of row or column needs to be either a 0 or a 10. You get my point?
Mm,
So
one of row column.
what we can do is we need to have two different random functions. The first random function will choose if we should choose a random row or a random column, and then another random function to choose. Wait, let me explain it to you. So random
First
dot randint.
row.
Wait, it's r, right? So it's r dot
R dot random.
randint. So I want it to be 0. How do you give it a range?
0, 10. Like 0 to 10, 0, 10.
Okay, so I don't want it to be 0 to 10. I want it to 0 to 1. So let's say this. If r dot randint, this one, equals 0, let's choose row. Okay, so let's, if it is 0, let's say r dot randint. I want it to be 0 or 10. How do I do that? Do I put 0 comma 10 comma step? No.
Wait, why do you need step? That's fine. If you're
No,
0 or 10, right?
yeah.
Yeah, then
Uh,
10. Give it a step of 10.
But when I was typing it, it doesn't show me that step is an option. Let's just do
I'm not sure about the step.
let's just do this.
0 to
Row equals r dot randint row equals so
Multiply it by 10.
actually true. We can just multiply it by 10. R dot randint. Let's just do that. This multiplied by 10. So basically what I'm saying is first we choose if we should make row 0 or 10, and then if we get 0, we change row, and then for column we do something else. Then column we
Oh
do.
damn! Actually, wait. Tandem is wrong.
Mm-hmm. What's the issue with that?
We have to round up or round down. Because oh no, sorry. No, got it.
Oh,
Because it's gonna give some stupid.
It
it
is gonna
Oh
give
no,
no,
it'll
sorry,
give
sorry. No,
integers,
I got it.
Yeah, yeah,
all
I
integers.
was being stupid right now.
yeah. Else this one. So
Wait,
this
if it's integers, how can it be 0 to 1? Because 0 to 1, there's no integers. It's only
0 and 1, right?
0 and 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So it's gonna be always 0 and 1.
do you get this logic, Hema? So first of all, we just make a random thing 0 or 1. If we get a 0, we let the row be 0
Okay,
or
got
1,
it. Okay.
0 or 10, and for column
Yeah.
it can be anything from 0 to 10.
Column, it can be
Because
anything.
for when
And
the
else,
when the row is actually no, when the row is 0 or 10, oh yeah, it can be anything. Otherwise for column it
yeah.
can be 0. Wait, I am not sure exactly. Let's just try it running it.
For row,
Let's just return it. See what we get. Row comma call, and let's just try printing it. Print.
and column 0 to 10 means okay, can be anything from 0 to 10. Or 0 or 10, 0 to 10.
Let's just see. I'm not sure how it works.
Wait, what is this condition, by the way? Line 53.
53.
Like,
This one I just made it so that we don't always choose a row over a column. So this way we're just randomizing it further. Sometimes it can be choose a column, sometimes it can choose a row first.
Okay, so if random.random gives 0, it goes in. Okay, it randomized, right? Okay,
So
just
for
to randomize.
example, right now I ran it, I got 10 8, which is fine. It 10th row, 8th column, which is okay. Or
Okay,
a 3 0, which is 3rd row, 0th column. Let me run it more.
I see.
0 3
Okay.
3 0 3 10 9 10. Is 3 10 9 10 fine? Yeah, it is fine. Okay, I guess this logic 10 5, yeah, it works. Okay. So
10 5. Oh, yeah, 10 5.
so we got the entry and exit. Now is the second one where we need to connect path, and let's just pass it entry and exit. And let's make a function for this one as well. Define connect path. It takes entry and exit. Do we also need to pass the maze? We do it. Init maze. Init. Wait, I can just call it maze actually. Maze. Another thing, once we get the row and column, should we set that to entry or something like that? Should we change the value for that to be equal to entry? We need, actually we do. Yeah, okay, then let's do it.
Oh, you mean the value from 1 to
Yeah,
entry?
I think it's much more smart to just
Init maze.
Maybe we can set a number instead of a string. Like,
How?
yeah, it's number, right?
yeah, it's fine. Let's do
Yeah,
it entry then.
we can change it. Entry.
Yeah.
What is entry? Entry is this. Okay, it wouldn't work like that. So how I need to do it is entry has two values, right? It's a tuple. Instead of a tuple, let's just make it a list then. But then if I make it a list, it becomes a list of a list. Oh, but okay, I have an idea. We do this, and then we can do entry 0, entry 1. Entry 0. And entry 1. This one equals to, what do you want to set if you want to make it a integer? Actually, let's make it an integer so that it's easy for us to track it. So the starting point, you want to say -1?
Yeah, we can say -1.
Okay, and the ending point, -2?
Ending point Yep, -2. I was thinking to keep the both like same for entry and
Yeah,
but
negative
yeah,
one
it's
seems fine.
Okay, let's keep it.
but it's okay. We can do like this.
Mm,
-1 to 2, yeah. -2.
let's keep it -2. Otherwise, we might come back to entry later, and we might have confusions.
Yep.
So okay, just want to check if this kind of works. Let's print init maze after doing all this. So okay, for now let's just pass. Okay, there's an issue. Equals -2. Index 10 is out of bounds for axis 1 with size 10. It is that kind of indexing,
Which
right?
line?
We need to index from
Line
0 to 9, not 0 to 10.
line 76, right? Oh
Yeah.
no, it's the line
Then
71.
even this will give an issue then.
Why can't I see it?
It needs to be 0 to 9. Did you get the issue? So 10 is out of index because it's 0 to 9.
I see. Oh yeah, it's 0 to 9, right? I mean, it is 0 to 9, right? If
Or
there's only 10 elements, it should be 0 to 9.
or maybe I can do this. Let's keep that and then just do return row -1, column -1.
Yeah, that's better. We can do
But
that.
then let's start it from
Uh,
1 to 10. Yeah,
Yep, 1 to 10, yeah.
this should be fine. Okay, so if I run this, okay, right now, do you see the result? If not, I'll paste it out for you.
Yep.
Okay, you see it, right? So we got
I
-1
see.
at the bottom and -2 at the top, so that works fine. Now what we need to do
Okay,
is,
that's
Can you run again? It will give a random one, right?
yep, it should. Okay, it works.
very nice.
It works, yeah.
Okay,
Okay, now
Hey,
I
wait,
think
what?
I just have to do that random thing.
what happened?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is fine, right? Even if it's
No,
in
no,
the
no, nice,
same row.
nice. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine, it's
Yeah,
fine. As long as you're
as
connecting.
long as it in the edge, right?
Yeah.
As long as it's in the edge,
Okay.
where that like enter, where it can be entered,
Mm-hmm.
it's now we have to work on the connect part, right?
Mm-hmm. And I think to connect part, we don't need to give the exit, right? We need to look for the exit. That's the thing. We just give the entry and the maze. Because if we give the exit, we are looking for the most optimum solution. Right now, we're not looking for the optimum. We'll just randomize all 4 directions and see which one gets it, right?
Yep.
For example,
Yes.
so define connect path. What we can do is wait. So the thing is, we can go left, right, up
and
down.
down.
But
Up, down.
if row equals 0, we can't go left, right?
Yep.
We can't go left if row equals 0, and we need to look if call equals 0, we can't go up. And similarly, the opposite case is can't go right and can't go down. And go RIGHT, right? If row equal 9, can't go right, and the other one is can't go down. This is call equals 9, we can't go down. So we need to make sure we include this in the condition as well.
Wait, so the path should be always inside, right? It can't be out that edge, right?
Yes.
It can't be in the edge, right?
Yep.
Unless
Oh,
both
wait.
your
Actually,
oh yeah, you need to.
the path can be the edge, right? Actually, that's not a problem.
Yeah, I was thinking like that before. The path can be edge.
The path can be edge, I guess. So if you are at -2, you should be able to go to the left. I mean,
Like for example, like right now we start from here,
Mhm.
and
From
let's say
here,
we
you
go
can
like
go.
one.
Wait,
Oh no,
you're on the wrong side here. You're starting from -2. Can you start from -1?
Oh, -1, and let's say we go till here 1,
Mm-hmm.
and then we go here 1,
Mm-hmm.
again here 1,
Mm-hmm.
and again here
I think
1,
we can, right?
here 1. Yeah, is this possible or not?
It is, I guess.
Here 1,
Yeah, I
and
think
then
it's fair.
Hima, but when you're discussing this, right, I just realized one problem that we might face.
where is it?
So okay, can I control Z for you? No, right? Can you control Z for
Yeah.
a while?
Yeah. Until when?
Do two more, one more. Okay. After getting one here, right? What if we go get one here, and then we are surrounded by ones? We need to look for something to do from there.
Oh damn.
You get my point?
Oh yeah. So you go first from here, 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 and if
If
they
I may
choose
suggest,
this,
try looking at the number of ones and then determining position. Try looking for the leftmost or rightmost or topmost, bottommost, depending on the position it is going at.
the thing is the path is invalid, right? If it reaches this point, so we just ignore the path
Yeah, but then we have to
and we
start.
go
We
to
have
the
to start
previous one.
again, right?
Can we do go
Yeah,
to the previous one, or we had to start again? We
Uh,
had to start again, right?
we have, we can do two things. Either we can go to the we can't go to the previous one, I guess. We can either restart, or what we can do is
Yeah.
we can just go to the next one and then just assume that is zero and then continue.
Uh,
Because
then let's restart.
restart,
Let's
but
do one.
restarting is a bad solution. What if
Without
it gets
effort.
stuck again? Like what if it keeps getting stuck again and again? It's random, right?
Yeah. So, oh yeah. So you're saying that let's make something zero, right?
Or do you want to do this?
Oh,
Should
it's
we
random.
should we
It's
give
random. So it's fine.
should we give exit as a value as well, and at least tell the general direction where we should be heading? If the exit is on the left, let's go to the left at least. This way we make sure that it goes to the final result ultimately.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. So, yeah. Wait, this can only happen in this kind of like edge, right? This cannot be happen in. Can
It can happen
this
anywhere,
happen?
right? For example, if this was
One,
if this was
one,
negative one, let's say we went up
one, one,
one,
one, one.
we came here one, we came here one, we went down one, we came left one, we're stuck
Yeah,
here.
it's edge. Still edge, right? I mean,
Yeah,
can it
but
happen in the middle?
it can't. But the thing is, our entry is from the edge, right? So it'll always be.
Ah, so why don't we do that? Wherever gets stuck, we set it as the exit. So it'll become a path, right?
Uh, we
We set that as the exit.
we
Like
could.
for example, we started from -1, and this one is right now when it gets stuck, it becomes -2. So it's a path, right? It's a valid path, right?
But what if it never
This
gets
this
stuck then?
this. Mm, I mean, it will get stuck, right? Oh, that's true too. But
Yeah.
yeah, the time complexity and all.
Hmm.
Mm, mm.
What think is one way to solve this is we keep track of the last number so we can go back to the last number.
Yeah, we
Or
keep track of the last number.
mm-hmm. That is one way to do it. Or we start from
Or
negative.
or like we start from -1
Mm-hmm.
and we go until it meets any edge, like any edge.
But since we're creating a maze, that
And
will
then,
make a bad maze, right? A maze should be random.
oh,
Or let's
yeah, if
do.
you think about the game, yeah, if you think about the game, it's bad, yeah.
I think that issue will only arise if we keep doing left, 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 three, 4 times, right? So let's make it that you can't have the same direction more than 4 times, more than 3 times, let's say.
But still, it still can happen, right?
If you go left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
It's not a like a
Mm,
proper way to do it, right? Because
mm-hmm.
it still can happen.
Okay, let's think about
Yeah,
this.
like you said, we can do that. So if we meet this, right? If we meet this, we can go to the previous and set it to 0, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is still again from there it can again choose this, right?
Randomly, yes.
Uh yeah.
Uh, 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 uh. The other way to do this,
Mm,
we can go the depth first route where we keep going left, 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 and then
left, 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 and
you
Hey,
just
that's a way.
You just choose a random
Yeah.
direction and you keep going the end of that, and then there you again choose a random direction and you keep going the end of it. But yeah, again
No,
that.
at first, like initially, I was thinking something like this. So just start. We choose an entry from anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say we choose the entry as like this one as the entry,
Mm-hmm.
and then we from entry we keep checking all the possible directions that we can go, and if it's a valid direction, we put one, and like that, and we go until we
Nice.
find any of these
Edge.
edges, and when we reach
Okay, I
the
tell you.
edge, we make it the exit. Instead of
Okay, okay.
setting the
Wait,
exit first,
guys,
we
guys,
find
guys,
the
guys. Tima,
Yes.
wait. Let me help you guys a bit more. Uh, Now you know the entry and exit point, correct?
Where
Like
are you?
yeah.
you guys have that
Oh,
outcome,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So just take your idea where you're checking the, let's say you can check horizontally, vertically. Is that
Mm-hmm.
correct? So what you got to start out. Okay, wait. Where am I? I'm here, right? Who's highlighting it? I'm
Oh,
highlighting.
oh,
It's
sorry.
fine.
Okay.
It's fine. No, no, don't worry. So from -2, first obvious way is either here.
Left, right, or up?
I'm just Yeah, left, right, or up. Anywhere you go. After that, you get more options. Uh, in a case where you went up,
Mm-hmm.
imagining if it's up,
Yeah.
that's where you have three possible case scenarios again, like which you
Left,
can
right, or
choose.
up? Uh-huh.
So exactly, exactly. You're growing from here. One of
So
the
it has
other code is
okay.
growing
It has
from up
three.
there. Do you get it?
No, could you say that again? We're going from down and another person is going from
Down
up.
and up. Both.
Yeah. There's -1. Imagine there's a minus
So,
one up
so
here.
you're saying have both the entry and exit move and see where they meet.
Yes. Wherever they meet, it's just going to form a maze.
Uh,
Do you
Ah,
understand?
but what if both of them get stuck?
that's
Well,
true too.
that's a
So it's gonna be
that's
two
another
paths,
case
right?
scenario, but
Mm-hmm.
just
Yeah.
trying to hit.
Yeah. I,
There's
I
like
I
so
feel like
many.
when we solve, we should look for the solution that works all the times, right? Okay,
That's
Yeah.
this shouldn't be that hard.
it's not that
But
hard. Trust
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Mm,
uh, so that way should work for everything, right? If you start from some random point around any edge,
mm-hmm.
and then you go until you meet an edge.
The problem with that, which I was thinking, was the same. So you see, you start from here, like -1. What if you go here and you're already done? You just went one right and that's an edge.
That is a valid path, right?
If
That is a valid thought.
think of the maze.
Yeah, we don't care. It's under the recover. And
Then you know that saying, right? It's like trying to eat straight to your mouth, or just going around your
Yeah,
head and trying
yeah,
to eat it.
yeah,
So
yeah. The other solution I was
it doesn't
thinking was
matter.
maybe let's look for the optimum solution from A to B, like entry to exit. And once we get that, then we just move we go back and change the path a little.
yeah.
That,
Or we
or
can we
if
can just
something works
continue
out,
to our previous
just
method.
right
Just
along the
to
edges, and you'll find something.
just find some solution for this issue.
All right,
Just
let's do
getting
the
getting
previous issue, like where no? Let's look at it when we get stuck.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's
Create
just do it that way.
unique
Let's check.
path. All right. So for this one, uh, if row just copy is equal to, first of all, let's just random right? Direction equals r dot randint. We want to give anything
Zero
between
to
1 to 4.
zero. Yeah, 1 to 4. Okay.
1 to 4. And then let's map it to some. Why did I make that? Let's map it to something.
Let's map it like
Yeah, map
1 up,
equals,
2 down, something like that.
let's say up, down. Actually, instead of up, down, we should make it plus minus something. Left. Don't you think we should make plus minus something?
Plus minus.
Wait.
Uh,
So what we can,
Up down is still fine.
but for our calculation, it'll be easier to do this. Right? So up means x-axis stays this x-axis reduces by 1, right? And y stays the same. So we can just
Reduce this by one.
we can just add this to our other thing.
Oh, okay. You mean like the okay,
Yes,
like
it's
the coordinate, the
yeah,
thing we want to add, right?
yep.
Add or minus.
Yep. So this would be down would be
So
1 0.
with 0, yeah,
R-
1 0.
right would be 0 1.
0.
Left would be
It's 0 1 or 0 minus 1.
right.
Right. Oh
Right
yeah,
would be
0
0
1.
1, and this would be 0 negative 1.
Left will be 0 minus 1.
Okay, so we have the map up down left right. So run. If if let's add a for loop while let's say while entry is not equal to exit, we need to pass exit. Well, entry is not equal to -2 actually. -2. Right now entry is entry is a location, so what we need to do is maze entry, while maze entry 0 entry 1 entry 0 comma entry 1.
Guys.
Yeah.
Do you want to use library? I just looked up. There's a library called Network X. So if you want to try using that, it will just make your whole code much more optimized.
Let me
What is the name of it?
look it up.
The library?
Network X.
Network X Python.
Yes, just go through documentation. I'm going through that as well.
Okay, so add
it's like
edge.
graphs.
It's for graph, yeah. We need to set up our whole thing for that then.
Yeah, don't worry about it then. I
That's
mean,
the
That's true.
shortest
We
path.
had to set up the whole thing.
I think right now we can just go with our path. It might.
I think right now almost done with this thing, right?
Yep. I just want to check one thing. If I print xy, what do I get? And x. Does it work like this for list? If row equals 0. Okay, it does work for a list too. 9 9. 9. Okay.
9.
So x equal x xy equals that, and then xy equals maze x maze y. So is it that? Oh no. That is fine. Xy is fine like that. We get the values, and then I comment out all of this. So we have the map, we have the direction. So while maze xy is not equal to -2, we check for the random direction. If row equals 0, if row equals 0, we do not go left. If dir equals left was 0 -1. 0 -1. So 0 is 1 2 3 3, and row is not equal to 0. Row, why is row incorrect? Row is x and x. Let's do dir inside. Is not equal to 0. Then what I want to do is I want to do x comma y plus map dir. Does this make sense? Entry equals xy.
3?
3 is direction. So right now this is for left, like for left condition.
Okay, it's only the left one.
Entry equals something, and then I will just call connect path with entry again, Actually, this doesn't need to be a while, right? Doesn't need to be a while. Hmm.
So while will work great
We
because
we
we
we, we
check
thought of
until
making it recursive, right? For recursive, we don't need a while. For recursive, we need a stopping condition and that thing, right?
yeah,
So it should
yep.
be.
Then we had remove the while and call it again the
Mhm.
connect path thing.
We can just do this. If maze xy equals -2, return maze. So this will return on the final maze. Else we do this. If it is not that, we get a random
Yeah,
number which
for
check
recursive, yeah,
this.
it should be some
Yeah.
condition that returns
Then we
the
call connect path
uh,
with we call connect path with the new entry and the new maze. This makes sense, right? Entry
new
equals,
entry. So right now we are only doing for the left, right?
yeah, we need to do this for everything. So space lf 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 okay.
Mm,
So we connect, let's start. mm, okay, so let's just start. Go 1 2 3 4, so it's easier for us. 1 2 3 and then 4. So 1 is up, so we don't go up when column equals 0, so y is not equal to 0. 2 is down, so we don't go down when column equals 9. Y is not equal to 9. The left one is fine when x is not equal to 0, and 4 is when x is not equal to 9. Okay, this is fine. Now the problem is what happens if it is right. So if it is right, it won't go in any one of it, right? If elif elif elif, and if it is not that, what I can just do is else, just call it again
yeah.
with the same entry, because entry wouldn't change, right? Yep. And another thing we need to do is after touching entry, we also need to make it 1, right? After getting into entry.
Oh yeah, from -1 to 1.
So what we need to do is we need to change maze. Actually, what we can do is we can do that here so that we don't have to do it. Maze entry.
Hence entry equals to 1.
It's after maze xy. Maze x comma y equal 1. Okay, this looks fine. And then we need to add another condition, which is if dir equals 1 and y equals 0, and maze xy is not equal to 1. Does the logic make sense so far?
Yeah, I'm thinking about the base x, y not equal to 1. Okay.
So basically we won't go back to the same place we came from, right?
Yeah.
Let's just try running this. So at the end, what do we return? We return the maze, right? Let's just print out the maze. So let's just say final maze equals this. Let's just print final. This might run forever, shit. If
Yeah, that's right.
it
Because this is a big
oh,
grade. 10
it
by 10 is
it quickly finished, but I don't see anything.
1.
It just made -1 into 1 and then it ended. Let me run it again.
And it printed like twice. Is it twice?
It twice is the initial one and the final one. It just makes -1 into 1 and then it ends for some reason.
No, can you? Okay, the first one is the.
This should be if it is equal to -2. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
So it didn't.
also there's one issue. This should be before this so that we don't get that issue. Okay, let's check it now. Okay, we got an issue. Maximum recursion depth reached.
Oh,
uh,
Is it too complex of a problem I've given?
the problem is
Yeah.
not that complex. I feel like we're not doing the most easy
yeah,
approach
yeah.
for it.
The problem is
Yeah,
okay.
it's not the easiest approach, I'll be honest,
Maybe we
but
should have gone with the graph set first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like graph or something.
Don't use m
Maybe
in the
check.
same because n can be one.
But I think in this case, list are better in matrix using matrix
Mm-hmm.
because graphs are like just connected from one to another. We cannot check,
Oh,
cannot
I tried printing the
visualize it here.
DARs, right? Like there are 100,000 steps that it went before it reached the depth.
Where?
Do you see
Oh,
the print statement? It printed so much. Okay, so this is not a good solution then.
so you mean the recursive way, right?
Mm-hmm. No, I think recursive is not the
The thing
issue.
is,
The logic maybe.
oh, you mean going for all
Uh,
left, right? Yeah, this is
uh-huh.
actually like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a lot.
So let's make it so that oh, actually we didn't want to do this, right? Actually we wanted to make it random, right? Now there are, oh, we did make it random. Mm,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we don't have to do this 1, 2, 3, 4 thing, right? We just choose some random from dir.
uh,
I mean, we just
the 1, 2, 3, 4 thing was added because we have the conditions, right? If it is
no.
row is 0, we
I mean,
can't go left and stuff.
uh, no, I mean dir equals to 1. Do we need this? But we still need the 0, 9, 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it at least removes two of the conditions, two two places we call connect path.
Mm-hmm. Wait, Darshla, how much time have we spent so far?
Still, we had to set
uh,
the
check it, check
The
it.
stream's been up for 3 hours.
oh shit, yeah.
Our longest episode yet.
No,
Let me check. Give me one
let's
sec.
do this, Emo. For now, let's just make the shortest path from entry to exit, and we can leave this aside for now, the complex part. What do you think?
Yeah, yep. Let's do that.
Okay, so for that, let's just leave connect path as it. Let's just make a new function. Define
Yep.
shortest.
You guys have spent like 48 minutes so far.
I see. Entry,
Wait, what? Really? I thought it's
exit.
like
Yeah.
only like 20
We
minutes.
started later. That's why.
Yeah, and oh yeah, we started it.
Shortest path. We need the entry, exit, and the init maze. The exit and the init maze. Entry, exit, and the maze. So how do we do this? So I can print let's do the XY thing from here. XY is entry. X1, Y1. X1, Y1 is entry. Then X2,
Yeah.
Y2 is exit. So we have the entry, we have the exit. So we have X and Y, right? So we need to first of all, we don't need to check anything. All we need to do is we need to, if X1 is smaller than X2, if X1 is smaller than X2, that means we need to go to the right, right? Go right.
Yeah.
And after that, within it, we can check if yeah, we got it right. If
That's one next.
y1 is shorter than y2, if y1 is shorter, go up, go up. Is when I say go up, I just mean that let's just go right, go up, pass, pass, and this is else. Go left, and let's go down.
Sure, us.
Hold on. So we have this, and we just need to think of how do we call this. So we keep while x1 is not equal to x2 and y1 is not equal to y2. We do all of this. We also we need to make it elif instead of else. Elif x1 is
Start from 93.
next to left, and else will be do nothing, so it's fine. Y1 is greater than y2. Okay, so what we're doing is we come in here and then we keep looping until x1 is equal to x2 and y1 is equal to y2. And once they are equal, we know that we've reached the endpoint. What we can do is we can just keep on adding x1 and y1 values to that, right? To something. So let's say path equals, and make an empty list, and let's just say instead of this one, let's say x equals x1. Go right means +1, right?
Yep.
Go left
Go
means x equals
minus
x1 minus 1, and then y will be y
y
equals
minus
y2
1. +1 and then -1. Up,
y1 plus
down.
up and down, 1 minus 1, and then at the end we just path append x and y. Should give us the path, I feel like. Let's just check it. Current path.
Right.
Eventually we'll need to take the path and change it, but let's check this right now.
I had to set it right. The base and all.
Set what? It's
So
a I need to do this. I need to do this. Right now I just want to see if it works. Let's see. Okay, the list was empty for some reason. While x1 is not equal to x2 and y1 is not equal to y2. Are they the same for some reason? And x1, x2, y1, x1. 9925. The hell is 9925? Okay, 992. Pause. This x1, x2. 9393, but the list is still empty. Oh, it should be x1, y1. Why though? The while loop wrong. While x1 is not equal to x2 and y1 is not equal to y2. Okay, this worked. Okay. So we started from 9.4 and we reached to 2.9. Seems correct, right? So we can just change the path. Path.append.
Yeah.
We don't need to path.append now that I think of it. We just need to change maze x1, y1 equals 1. Return
Wait, 8 5.
Okay, did this work? Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Let me.
Uh,
Wait, what?
it
Something.
Oh damn!
it's going diagonal, right?
Is it?
Uh, it
Wait,
is going
No, no.
diagonal.
it is. How did that even happen? Wait.
Yeah. How?
My mouse isn't
Oh,
working.
maybe it's adding both sides.
What
No,
size?
it's only.
It's
Hello, hello,
Uh,
hello. Okay, my mic is still working, but my mouse isn't
low,
working.
low, 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 low.
Why? Why is my mouse
wait,
so bad?
this shouldn't be like Elif.
Which one? It is LF, right? Oh, what was it? Was it else? No, no.
What it, it was
It should be if, right? Because it's for Y. X and Y are different conditions, right?
yeah.
Yeah, for some reason it's going diagonal. I know why it's going diagonal. Because we're doing both of them
Doing
together,
both.
right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's doing both of them together.
Can you put LF? I think LF might work then.
Diagonally.
Try just.
Sorry, fuck shit.
Hmm.
Ooh. Wait, what?
Did it work? Nothing happened. Oh, it worked. This was a smaller maze, that's why. It works now. Yeah.
It is working. Yeah.
For some reason, it's changing -2 too. I don't want that to happen. So let's do this. And we return maze, right? Right before we return it, let's set maze
Nice
x2
exit.
y2 to be -2.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, it works.
Nice.
But it's a very bad maze. It's a straight.
It is
Yeah,
okay.
it's a
It is
straight.
still under the-
It's a straight line every
still,
time.
still valid. It's still valid, so it's
No,
okay.
it's it is still output. I mean, you guys
Yeah.
Wait,
run it once more.
what happened to this one? Where is? I don't see anything. Okay, this one is at least not a straight line. Oof, we got
Okay, not
something.
bad.
Not bad, not bad.
No, it's something. It's actually something.
Mhm.
That's nice. Well done. How long did it take? Long time, but still, you guys did
It
it.
took very long today, I guess. It took so long.
I think it
My
was.
mouse gave out. My mouse isn't working anymore. I'm using the trackpad now.
Oh damn! Welcome to the peasant world. It's fine. I have my mouse that's working. So GG's.
Oh shit, we did
Uh,
like
All right.
3+
Step
hours
two:
today.
optimize it. Make it run in OAuth1.
What the? I thought we are done.
I guess
Three
No,
we
we're
are.
done.
3 hours 20 minutes. Shit, the
God
lot.
damn.
This one, if you think about like one thing, like I'm not saying let's make it O1, but what is its big O? Is it O n times m? Because it can run those many times, right? If it's the worst case situation, it'll start from here.
Worst
No, actually no.
scenario.
Actually, it is n. It's log n actually, because it'll all
Log.
every time it'll reduce it by
Yeah.
half.
It is n. Yeah, it is n.
No, it's log n, I think, because it's every loop it reduces the possible like options by half since we're going in the correct direction.
Login.
Because let's see, we're starting from x1 and we're going to x2, right? And since
Yep.
x2 is on the right side, we are only going to the right side. We are not checking the left side. So we're reducing it by half every loop. Does that make sense?
But well,
The thing is, even if you have 100 by 100 grid, right? You don't have to
okay,
do
yeah, then I
100
got it.
searches. It'll be 50
So
or
it's like
something.
so it's like it's less than n, right? Log n means like
Yeah,
it's getting half, so
yes,
it's log n.
yes. I think so. I'm not
Oh, well
exactly sure.
done, guys.
But yeah, like
Yeah.
this is the bad maze. I'll say that again.
I need to
No,
go
it's
through
still
this
amazing.
like how to find the time complexity, because during the interview last time he asked like what is the time complexity, and I mean I gave the correct answer, but I took a little bit time of like thinking
Mhm.
of what how this works
I'm
and
also
stuff,
not exactly like confident about
because
my time complexity
earlier we
answers.
learned this stuff properly, right?
Hmm.
We learned how to find this
But the
properly,
way
but
we
now
learned is too detailed, right? Like nobody cares that much.
yeah, it
People
takes
just
too
do
much
the
time. That's why
general thing.
I always try to do that way and
Yeah.
take time.
If you have two for loops, it's like n square. If you have one for loop, it's n, something like
I
that.
remember Ajan Pakini or someone Oh, shit. Okay. It's fine, it's fine. It's just
Yeah,
the
she
name
taught
and
us really well.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. Let's talk
Unlike the
only
PDF reader.
what?
I'm not saying names. I'm not saying no names. No.
But it's
Wow.
petty. Is
Don't,
it?
don't. Oh.
Oh, I didn't think about that until Darshan said it.
That's fine. Let's wrap up. I'm already on the other scene now.
Yeah, let's wrap up. My
Okay.
head is hurting now. I'm tired
To wrap
since
up,
morning.
uh, we started by talking about innovation where? Like, where innovation? God damn it, it's everywhere. It's every single day. Just make sure to read some news. Then we went on to this versus that, where we were talking about VR and AR, but then we went ahead and talked about movies. It
Which
turns out he has not watched movies for a while. We need to make him watch. And we need to make sure he's unmuted so that he is not walking away.
yeah, Hima does this, you know. He
Oh
joins
yeah,
us for movies, he
last
just
time
mutes us and he goes for his own work.
no, last time
Hima.
I did enjoy the movie. What was the
Oh,
movie? I didn't like it,
actually,
Ah,
so I just left
actually, to be
and
fair,
I
the last time we watched the movie, even I wasn't there, right? Like, I got a call or something and I said, you guys can keep watching. What movie was it?
what,
yeah
I don't know. It was the time when I
some
was streaming at 2 FPS or something.
I
oh,
think some old movie, right?
Yeah.
That movie that Ghost one.
Yeah,
Remember
it's the time
that
when
book?
I was streaming at 2 FPS.
and then finally I gave them a headache
Maze.
question.
Yeah, it was a maze of a problem too. We got stuck in it.
Yeah, Maze.
Fine, but you made it out.
Maze.
No, we cheated. We cut the maze into half and we looked for the
But
shortcut.
it's still valid path.
Yeah, like
That was the answer of
based
the
on the
question.
input, we gave the output. We're like ChatGPT. You ask us something, we're giving
Yeah,
exactly what you ask. If you want more, ask more detailed.
yeah. It's like if this question comes in an interview, I would do the same and tell them that okay, it's the question you ask, and it is a valid path.
well,
The thing is,
Okay.
that was smart.
the randomizing part feels a little weird, right? Like we should have made it so that it randomizes a little. Right now, it goes
Yeah.
straight to the solution, right? Oh, actually, I know how to do it now, Hima. We just
We can do like left, right.
n- n-
Instead of going to right, left, we can do
no,
like
you just randomize like 10 times, and then you use our solution. So you'll reach somewhere weird, and then you'll come straight to our goal. Do you get my point? Oh,
yeah.
actually, no, not even
Yeah,
10 times. What we can do is we
we
can
can,
do three random, then our formula, three random, our formula, three random, our formula. So eventually, it will come to the goal.
that's true too. Until like 3, 4 times we do that and then go to the last one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
wait, about a maze, it's not
Still,
supposed to be mission. It's just supposed to
Yeah, yeah.
make you
hmm
go around. So any solution works actually.
This is the
This
first
works as
time
well.
where it was easier to find the most efficient solution than to find the most random solution.
yeah.
Like seriously, when I was doing this by myself, it was head scratcher, but I got around by just brute forcing through it.
So you just did random like left, right, up, down, right?
Just go for it, then.
Yeah.
Go for it.
You didn't have the problem where you
But
went out of bounds.
oh yeah, a lot.
Go
I was
until the sky. Go until Mars.
keep on going. I tried with the GUI as well. It's like there's a box that was made, and then there's the line just
Uh-huh.
going up.
Actually, yeah, making a
So,
GUI or out of this not that hard, right? We just need to connect it to Pi or to GUI, not Pi or GUI, no. Connect it to Pi game and then
Okay.
just convert every one to
Or
a different color. Yeah,
but turtles.
turtle is also fine actually.
so what you guys up to?
We ending the stream now. Thank you for watching. Hopefully my mic, my not my mic, my mouse will work before the next stream so that I don't have to use my trackpad. Do
Oh, your
tune in.
character is better.
Do tune in next
This is
week to watch the podcast again. And please do chat if
Like,
anybody's watching. Like, don't be weird. Just chat. It's not that
yeah,
hard to chat. I see
be
I
weird.
see 12
Yeah.
viewers. Just chat, man. It would be fun to
yeah.
talk to you guys.
Just type something,
All right,
anything. It
you wanna
can
say
be
so?
offensive. It's fine.
You wanna say
Just type
something
something.
before we stop streaming? Something you say always.
No,
Your
I don't
address.
get anything in my
Uh,
head.
anything related to a ball?
Mm,
Something that a
ball?
basketball does. I don't know.
Oh, bones. Okay, it's time for us to